We good now. Let's get this party started, man. It's Friday. Friday, we got some time today. Friday got the time today. Alright. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know what you heard about me. Alright. I see how this gonna go, man. See how this gonna go today. Mm-hmm. Mic check 1 2 1 2. There we go. I had to try it out real quick. I ain't been on this mic in a while. That's what she said. That's what she said. You're correct. It's over now. Oh my nuts are falling now. My boy BK in the building. What's the deal? I ain't seen you all that. Say nah. Dude, he did all the smiles and a mean head at the end. What happened? That boy had to think about the end like, hold on, that ain't funny. Let's hear too many smiles too fast. All right, see how this is gonna go. Let's see how it's gonna go. Yeah, no. Start another show. Cause she didn't say. Oh, right. Exactly. She missed it. Oh no, I'm not missing it. Can't afford to miss it, you know. Yes. Give me the. So there's 8 people in here, man. 1,500. We can start the topic on up, man. But how everybody doing this Friday? You know, what have you worked on today, man? What's better from yesterday that happened today, man? I gotta start asking people this, man. You know, what have you worked on, man? We so used to settling, man. I'm not big on being comfortable, man. That's something I look for. Not say look forward to, but something I've been trying to focus on in life, man. Is not being comfortable, man. I gotta achieve something every day. I gotta do something better every day. You know, even tonight, just because I'm trying to go to bed early, so I'm gonna wake up early in the morning, so I can get another session in. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of sessions in this weekend. Take real advantage of this weeks we got off. This week, well, it ain't a week, but these 4 days I got off. I'm gonna go to work till Wednesday, boy. I gotta think of some more topics. I got some more topics though, so I'll probably use all my topics. But yeah, man, what's better? What have you worked on for the 9 people that's in here, man? 'Cause I ain't gonna talk about the topic till I get to 1,500. But what have you worked on, man? What's better than your yesterday, man? You know, that's a goal I try to do every day. Got to be something, man. We can make a goal every last single day or every last moment. That's what we can do. You know, that keep you up with yourself, man. They keep you disciplined. They keep you, because everybody got something to work on every day. If you ain't got nothing to work on, that's sad to say. Reading and learning about everything. Okay, I like that. There you go. I likes that. You know what I'm saying? For I see more people coming in here. It's 15, man. So not as a share some more people. We about to make it juicy tonight. It's Friday. They got time before the 4th of July. Miss Davis, welcome to the live, fam. You know what I'm saying? People come and go, man. I can't wait to talk about this, man. Good evening. What's up, Sugar Mama? Sugar Mama in the building. Oh, y'all try to, if y'all got more people like y'all, go ahead and share it about at least 5 of them. You know, even if you only got 2 of them, man. We all on that. If you first off, before we get too deep, because I gotta let you know about myself, man. I tell everybody this, because I know people be missing this out about me. The main thing I talk about all the time, and if before you enter this room, I don't know if you've seen it. The room is called "We Hold Each Other Accountable," man. So we got to. The reason why I say that is because in order for us all to grow, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people look for growth, we got to hold each other accountable, on everything, on behaviors, on, goals we said we gonna do, we got to get checked up on, like, is you doing it? You do it? All that stuff, that's the only way we gonna better ourselves. So the three things I talk about, and y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a chance to see if that number gonna drop from, okay, all right, 2 people are done dropped already, because that part already, that accountable word got them already. So that's one of the things, okay? So accountability is what I talk about a lot. Putting your ego to the side is what I talk about a lot. And what's the other one? And controlling your emotions. So if them 3 things, kind of burn you, it's about that time to go. You gotta know you got the next live, the next live, you find you a nice juicy panda live or something like that. They support y'all, man. The ones that's allergic to them 3 things, support them type of people. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, we almost at 15K, man. We almost there. Okay. See, I see a few people ran already. It went down to 7 people. There we go. I see. That's how you get it. That's how you nip it in the butt. You know what I'm saying? Did I say it right? Nip it in the butt. I don't use that word that much, but that's how you get them. You say them 3 things, man. If they don't run out your room yet, that's a good one. They run out your room, they ain't trying to hear today. That mean they ain't trying to move up, they ain't trying to change. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people comfortable being them, so let them be comfortable somewhere else, because in here it's gonna burn. It's gonna burn in here, I had thought about something recent. I don't know if it's gonna make a topic, but it made me think about something. I noticed that people I was gonna make that something. I don't know if it's a topic or it's gonna be a saying. Like, I noticed that people hate that you love them. That's something I noticed. It's some people. I'm gonna say it's some people that hate that you love them, because like you could do stuff out of love, right? And they hate that you got a love for them, that you try to tell them to do the right thing, and they look at you as you offending them, or they look at you as you coming off. You know what I'm saying? So they hate that you addressing something about their personal life that they don't want to change about themselves. So that's when they hate you. 6-4 in the building. What's the deal, man? You even yelled that in the. I heard your voice through the tag. That boy projected. Oh dang, I'm at 2.2.0. Okay. So I guess it's time to talk, right? What's the deal, GG? What's the deal, man? What's the deal? What the heck happened? Why my John went back down to 9? Okay, that's what happened. So let's go ahead and get the topic started, man. And whenever y'all feel like y'all want to step in and do one of my juicy talks, you know what I'm saying? I said juicy talks, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. Whenever y'all feel like it, I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't even start the topic. My boy 6-4 is in the building.
What up,
What's the deal?
Kev?
My Detroit brother in the building,
Detroit!
man. You ain't
Stand
coughed
up,
out from
Detroit!
that Canada. You
Yeah,
ain't coughed out yet. Try to see
man,
it.
they probably getting over there getting high. Their
Boy.
logo was a leaf.
Oh my.
Their logo a leaf, so they probably over there smoking. That's all that is. That ain't nothing
Oh,
but
that's
them
what it
having a
is.
powwow. That's all that is, them having a
No wonder I had the
powwow.
Chinese eyes yesterday. Unintentional.
That's it. That's all. It's just they trying to perfect their strand. That's what they doing. They trying to perfect their strand. That's what they
Right.
doing. That's why it's burning so much. They getting rid of the stuff they don't want.
Makes sense.
But
Makes
you're right.
sense.
Some people do come in your life for a reason, short time or long time. And before I
Yep.
got married, I used to tell girls that. Listen here, girl. I'm only here for a reason. I'm here to keep you down and treat you good for this season. I might not be here next week, but that don't mean nothing.
Oh my.
Because I'm here for a reason.
So
And that's the
reason,
very reason.
short
I
and
know you
long, you
can't
know
keep
what I'm
it.
saying?
I want to sound like Al Green. Don't look so sad. I know it's over. Wait a minute. Let's just be glad
Uh-oh. Watch out.
we
6-4
had
is
this
invisibility.
time
But yeah.
to spend together.
All right, let me
It's
go ahead
not
and start it, man. Dang. Forget it, but you go. But dang, what the heck? Somebody. Oh my gosh, I forgot to
Let's
mute
do it
that
one
phone
more
over there.
time for the good times. We just gonna do it because I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a season.
For a reason and the season, you
Well,
know what
see,
I'm saying? That's what we always
I'm
fuck.
here to show you. See, I'm here to show you how to treat the next man.
Right? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, that's what I'm here for, baby. I'm here to show you how to make the next man happy. Now, you
Sure.
might call me a
6-4.
player, you might call me a cheater, but just call me the man who's gonna show you how to make the next man happy.
6-4. Hey, your
Hey,
height
who
do
that?
all that for you?
What up, Gigi?
she went she
Hey,
she went straight for it. Your
Huh?
wife do that for
how
you.
you doing?
He said you talking real juicy over there.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
6'4" is good. That's a good height. It's great.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 6'4". Yup, yup, yup. Well, I am 6'4", but that's not what that.
What do you mean? Tell me, cause I'm old.
Oh no, it's there. Six.
Kev just obliged me.
That's my that's from my rap game. That's when I was in the rap music. That's when I had a hairline. I was making records,
Okay,
and it
okay. My
stands for
daughter
six.
was into rap music too.
Yeah, it's that four stands for fucking over everything.
All right,
Yeah, six fucking
okay.
over everything.
So you recovered from that.
Oh no,
Y'all
I'm
keep
still
hitting them
6'4".
lights down there, man.
I'm still
And
fucking over
share.
everything I touch.
Share to some of them friends that was short time or long time. Go ahead and share to one of them.
No, they just said that for the beats because no matter what they sent, whether it was dance or rap, I kill it. And they're like, man, you fuck
Thank
over
you,
anything
Tawana.
we give you. I was like, you
Welcome to the
damn
live.
right. That's what an MC is all about. So that's where that all came from. And me being 6'4", actually, is I see why
It's
people
still
actually
from
think
last
that.
night. It's still
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this since you asked, my sounds are on. I got a sound on this app called "Bitch I'm Good."
Mm.
And I just encourage people to go ahead, since it's already on the app, go on and use that sometimes when you flexing. Just put that in there. Bitch, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so let's go ahead and start this topic. Y'all getting too juicy now. I'm good now. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So people, because I done went past, I done broke a promise and stuff. We already at 2005.
Mm.
So the topic, man, is people come and go for a reason. You what the you lose a friend over a disagreement. They were never your friend from the beginning. You know, some stuff I actually been learning, especially on through the app. I ain't gonna lie, I've been losing some friends lately. It's wild. It is wild. I've been or so-called friends, you know what I'm saying, supporters and all that stuff, and that's all it takes is a disagreement. So the reason why I say this most of the time that people they are what I'm saying, it is a reason why they sticking with you, right? So it's like even when say what the heck all these gifts and stuff going crazy with I think one of them was mine. Thank you,
Right,
but
and Gigi ain't said nothing.
but
I'm gifting.
Oh, that's you gifting me. Oh, I thought that was all like, dang, they love Gigi. They like a preacher. Gigi, here you go. They can take it.
They
They
love her.
take it.
It's the
They
presence,
take the
man.
money.
You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, no, like if you lose a friend off a disagreement or a heated exchange or something like that, they most definitely wasn't your friend to begin with. They was only there for like you was at the moment probably they bond partner. You know what I'm saying? A little trauma bond partner or something like that because it's like you could tell like once you hurt somebody's feelings or talk about a topic and they don't stick around or um how they get to it. You think about it this way, you think that way, or something like that. Whatever they, and that separates you, and they don't want to be friends with you. Like it was never meant to be, and they got what they got out that situation. So, you can't like the thing is, don't you can't hold it against. I don't even say that, but just don't look. Just look at it at what I'm saying. The color shown early. If it's early or if it's a long time, just look at it that you got what you got out of it, they got what they got out of it, and you know what I'm saying, y'all split apart, it is what it is, everybody is not meant to stick around forever. Nobody, you know what I'm saying, no, not even your husband, your wife, none of that stuff gonna stick around forever as much as we want it to, so I mean, because we not gonna stick around forever ourselves, so that's how we know everything got to be temporary. I know we always want so much in our life, all these wants, but if you ever notice in life, we don't always get what we want, then we get mad. So it's like that's why I always tell people to be more appreciative of anything because you don't have to get you're not always promised to get what you want, So uh, my thing is like just like I talked about before is like if a real friend or somebody they will stick through no matter what, you know what I'm saying, or support or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying. They already know your character, they know your intentions, they know you know what I'm saying. They know so of course you can have heated moments with your friends. You might have some nights where you cuss each other out, something like that though, but a cuss out or something like that, maybe not even if it was a serious fight like, if it was really if there's a real friend and stuff, y'all come back around, y'all say, because like emotion stuff, what we was talking about in the live before this, like, of course, you don't never know what's going to happen when your emotions. That's why I be trying to tell people to try to control their emotions as best as they can, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't never know. Like, if you know you got something that's going to trigger you or get you mad, it's either best to avoid it or, you know what I'm saying, avoid it or talk, whatever. Basically, avoid it, right? So, like, if you know your levels and stuff, that's how you control it, right? There ain't no such thing as just gonna pop out of nowhere. I got to. Some people, but you know certain stuff that that can spark you up, and then you can walk away from. A lot of people got an option to walk away from certain situations. So, what the heck? I just forgot what I was talking about. Hold on real quick. I gotta mute you, man. He'll just loud in the boy hit a click and flicker. but dang, I got a brain for it. Not just, but no, basically, I'm just saying like through like I said through thick and thin. That's how you know for real. Because like some people do take these differences opinions real serious. They do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some people is man, that's just weird though. And I really like, and it take like even this right. So the reason why I kind of brought this up because it made me realize that just like that topic that came around, right? Is that topic that just came around that was serious or whatever? Everybody's talking about that. What's the deal, Steven? How you feeling, man? So that topic it showed a lot. That's why I like this. That's why I talk about everything because it's gonna show you why somebody's sticking with you and what they stick with you for, right? So and if they really just trying to put up with you, some people trying to stick around to see if they gonna change your mentality too. You know what I'm saying? But it just don't. You know what I'm saying? If everybody tough in what they believe in, it is what it is and stuff. So and when it don't work and they get mad and don't want to stick with you no more, right? That's when you know they wasn't a real one from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So you read a lot and you learn a lot through certain situations and stuff. And if you can't, if they want to unfriend you or stop or real life just want to stop messing with you or stuff or whatever, I mean, it shows a lot about their character. Like I said, most of the time you was just a shoulder for them to lean on at the moment because they trying to, they going, using you because you sound good for them at the moment and stuff. So like I said, if there was your real friend, they'll stick with you if you sounding horrible one day to them and hurting their feelings, or if you know, or if on both ends though. So like I said, if they was never your real friend to begin with, if it takes something small, or sometimes it can be. I mean, I don't know. It depends on big and small. I guess it depends on it's subjective. It depends on the person and stuff. So, dang, all these gifts and stuff. I can't even see what's. I don't even know to say thank in the middle of it. Some of them is y'all. I'm gonna thank y'all for y'all too. I'm gonna say thanks for everybody. Whatever. Thanks for all the gifts. All right. So, my
Thank
thing
you.
is, like I said, it's like real, if a real person, a real supporter, a real friend, and all that stuff, they will really, they stick in no matter what. They gonna stick with your journey. They gonna, we communicate and all that stuff. So it's like I said, everybody got their own intentions and their own reasons why. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. If they come back around, they come back around. They not. So it's like my main thing is it's like don't stress it. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be them at the end of the day. They got their mindset on whatever it is. They got their intentions why they with you and all that stuff. So it's just like you got what you got out of it. You learn what you learn, and you move on. That's just for anything. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So how y'all feel about it, man?
May I beg to differ with you on something?
What's that? I love it too. She listened out for. Okay, I got you. Let's go.
I had a friend who was interested in someone who was married, and I told her my opinion was to let it go. And she got upset with me and felt like I was all up in her business. And maybe even she thought I was hating a little bit. We're still friends, but not like we used to. I think there are some instances when you are friends with someone and you don't stick with them through what they're dealing with or what they've decided to do.
Hmm. Hold on. Hold on.
Well, that depends on how you start the friend. That depends on how you start the friendship off too. Because I know when we was coming up, we had a thing we used to say off the rip. I'll back you up long as you right. Long as you right,
Okay. Yes.
I got you. You in the
Well,
wrong, that's on you. Don't be out there starting it. If you ain't started, we got your back.
yeah,
As
that's. I mean,
long
if
as
it's
you ain't
something
the
like
one
that,
started, yeah,
it's.
yeah. So I'll let them know my disagreement is not my disdain for you. Stop thinking my disagreement is a contempt or disdain for you as the person. No, it's just as an individual, you have to respect my individuality, just like I will respect your individuality. If we can find those common grounds to be able to express ourselves like that, we shouldn't have no problem with each other. But most of the time, people like that have been coddled all their life, especially when it comes to BS and ideas and stuff on that nature. And when you don't agree with them, they've been taught to look at it that way. Because we are the average person, and I say average, knows when a person is just disagreeing. And it means nothing no more than they just don't agree. It don't mean that they jealous. It don't mean nothing else other than they just do not. I think it wasn't to this generation that the millennials that we start looking at stuff like that. Instead of just looking at it for what it is, we trying to see stuff. No, it is what it is. It's just a disagreement. Man, I think that's it, man. I don't think you should do that, man. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Just
that's
okay,
that's what I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
get. I'm trying to see what she meant by that. So you saying that you basically didn't agree
Ooh,
with her
that's hot.
behaviors
That's
of
hot. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot.
what is that noise? What was that?
Ooh, that's hot. Oh,
I can see clearly.
The heck?
Uh,
Um,
Go ahead. She muted.
what? So what was you saying again, Gigi? I'm trying to just get that
I'm sorry, I hear a
clearly.
bunch of music in the background.
Well,
That ain't
that's
me.
probably. Hey, just everybody mute up and let Gigi talk then. I don't know what the heck is going on. Go ahead, Gigi.
That's so weird. So I was saying that sometimes you can't be friends with someone ride or die. Like Six Bo was
Right.
saying, if they're wrong, they're wrong, and sometimes you
Yeah.
got to back out.
Yeah. That's actually you saying the same thing. I was literally saying that if they can't take a disagreement, right? That means that they're still choosing to live their life, and they got to understand that you can't stick with that. I'm not about to stick with no friend that got bad behaviors too. They got to understand they got to change it, or we can't really be friends like that. I mean it
You know,
like I'm, huh?
sometimes you have to allow people to exit your life to teach yourself a lesson.
Yeah, right. I feel you on that. Yeah, I do usually be that type though. Like especially on this app, I don't be usually trying to unfollow people or not even that. I don't block people or something like that. I just let them. I let them. They can follow me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't kick it with much or stuff like that. It's like, but I still leaving doors open for like forgiveness or whatever their situation is, especially if they did something to me or something like that. But I'm not the type. I just don't want to. I wouldn't want to block somebody or something unless they just got disrespectful in my room because I'm willing to give second chances and whatever. So,
I agree with that, but here's my thing: when you do leave, you're not gonna find me where you left me.
but,
That's just on God. You're just not gonna find me in the same place you left me. So you need to understand the ramifications behind what our friendship is.
right, exactly.
Well, I believe everybody comes into your life for a reason.
Yeah.
Um, if it's not to teach you something about yourself, it's to maybe learn something about yourself, learn something about them, learn what a friend is, what it means to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's always a lesson in everyone coming into your life.
Hmm.
For whatever reason. I mean, like Gigi was saying, she told her friend the right thing. Listen, I don't think it's good that you married. You're dealing with a married man, and she gets offended. Oh well. It's not, I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm just giving you a suggestion. And as a
Hmm.
friend, you should respect that. But if you don't respect that, say la vie. Then it's not meant for you to stay in my life.
Exactly.
But I also see your character defects, and I see your behavior, which is it doesn't bother me because I don't need you as a friend because I don't live like that. So
Yep.
I'm
so
happy.
uh,
I'm happy with anybody who's happy with leaving me. I'm
yeah,
happy
I
with
feel you
yeah.
on that too. The more I think about that, what you saying, that is exactly what I do too. It's like it's not like I'm just gonna say stop being my friend. It's like I'm gonna hang with them less, right? I'm not gonna really because I can't condone with the behavior that they have, especially if they a person that always starting some stuff or stuff like that. I would try not to be around them as much or something like, especially if they're not trying to change it or something like that. But I ain't the type to be like, I can't be your friend and all that stuff. And I wouldn't do that. I just let them know that I can't be around that type of situation or something like that. So if you trying to change it or not, I'm not to be the person to change you, but hey, I just can't be around it. That's all.
it.
Nothing, Gigi.
You gotta know what
I have a
loyalty is.
policy. If you have to choose between me and another person, please choose them. Because the moment you make me an option, I'm done anyway.
Hmm.
Well,
I can
most
see what's the deal. I think you was trying to say something. Miss Hot Food up there. Somebody got a hot pocket or something up there. We heard it all.
I was like, oh my God,
I
it's
said, it
hot.
better be good with that hot. It better be
Oh my
good.
God. I almost burnt my tongue. I was like, oh my
I
God. I
right.
was,
I heard the sizzle.
Don't burn that tongue. Don't burn your tongue now.
oh my God. I'm
Hey, you
sorry.
better talk straight on here.
That
Okay.
part.
I can see, but I can't talk now.
I rolled my tongue.
Oh Lord.
Right.
Never mind.
My. Oh my goodness. What was I? Oh, we were talking about friends, so-called, so-called friends. What is your question?
How you feel about the topic in general? You see it?
It says laugh or learn. People
Yep,
come
you
and
talking
go
about
for
me,
a reason.
Frank.
Laugh. Oh, okay. I'm trying not to burn myself.
Come and go.
Okay. People come and go
And
for
pop,
a reason.
pop
But you have okay. You
the
have
hot pocket come and go.
mhm. Yeah, that sucker gone. I ain't have no hot pocket. Oh boy. Okay, so who's tapping? Y'all need to mute when you're tapping. Look, I'm telling you what to do on your live, right? Okay, so you have seasonal people and you have lifelong people.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned this off of Tyler Perry's show. He said those lifelong people are the ones that's supposed to be by your side at all times. But you try to make those short-term people your lifelong people, and it's
Mm-hmm.
never going to work because they're only there to teach a lesson for that particular season in your life. So you basically need to let the short-term people go. If they're going to go, then go. Just like
Mm-hmm.
Nasir just said, he said, if you choose to make me an option, then you already made your choice because
Right.
you were never supposed to be in my life for a long term.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So just say bye bye, baby. Bye bye.
Said
Gigi, where you
Backstreet
at?
Boys.
I can say bye in 7 languages.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye bye bye. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Arrivederci. Adios, amigos. See you later.
But
Sayonara.
but also in friendship, you have to know how to be a friend. I in my friendships, I if I call you my friend, you're giving me exactly what I'm willing to give you.
Mm-hmm.
As a friend, because for me to call you a friend, you have to be in my heart. You have to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have established a place in there and made me know that you are my friend. So
Mm-hmm.
as long as you're willing to go to the length that I'm willing to go for you, we don't have a
Mm-hmm.
problem. And if you're not, say la vie. I listen.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of associations that I really care about. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but they're not on the friendship level.
Mm-hmm.
So but if you're my friend, you're my friend. A true friend walks in when everybody else walks out.
Mm-hmm. There
Yep.
you go. That's the key.
So that's just what I go by.
Well, I guess I walked in just on time then, because all the other people walked out.
Yeah, but you was about to get kicked out, so don't worry about it.
Oh.
And I agree with that. And you know what I'm saying? Because what you just said, Keith, I had to learn how to be a friend.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
I
right.
mean, because it took me some time to learn how to be a friend and what a real friend was. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because I was so, and I go all the way back to in my 20s. I never knew how to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn how to talk because I try to get everyone that was in my circle to go along with what I was saying, even though I was wrong, or you know what I mean. I see it now, then I didn't see it then. You know what I mean? Even though I was wrong, I was trying to get them to go with what I was saying.
Them true
Hmm.
friends, I'm gonna tell you something about true friends. When they see that you're wrong, when they see it, this is where you'll know and find out that they really truly have your best interests at heart
Right,
because they will see something that you can't see.
right,
And I don't care how, they can be dead wrong. And because you're there, I care about but what you talking about as far outside our friendship. I know you. I
hmm,
know the inner you. I know what makes you tick and talk.
right,
And I had a girlfriend that told me she was fast-headed. She was bold. And I said, me and her sister, we grew up together. Now we were the same age. However, her sister, she's older, but she ended up being my friend in this later in life. And she just basically told me, she said, Kim, I know you. You have no patience and you need to wait. And I said, oh, I have no patience. And then she said, I'm just being real with you. She said, you need to wait. Some things you just have to wait on. You just have to wait. I said, okay. And I was like, Casper, you hungry? I'm sorry, my dog then came downstairs. You want to go outside? Huh?
Mm-mm.
This dude tearing
Mm-mm.
me up, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, King.
What happened?
It's an insider. We keep getting each other with the mustache. I mean, I be catching him on his live when he be serious talking with his business and throw a mustache on him. He try to get me back. He gonna throw my three of them at me, dog. I was trying to dodge it. Oh man. But anyways, people, I'm sorry. uh, but yeah, man. Real friends don't throw mustaches on your face when you in the middle of serious talk, right? But yeah, man. He gonna try to make somebody. I'm not about to have that. I didn't even do you like that. Like, you can't go. You can't do that, man. You can't do that, man. I'm trying to be serious with you. You mess my life. But anyways, a real, a real friend. Uh,
They
why do
know,
I got
yeah,
the giggles, man?
they know your ups, your downs.
Yeah.
See, that's your real friend. They knew when to make you laugh. They
Mm-hmm.
just knew. They
It's
know.
13-year-olds his son.
He gonna add to it. What the freak?
Baby, he wears same shoes.
Oh man, we cannot add people to this madness, man.
He
This
literally
shit ain't right.
is 12 and a
Uh,
half. Almost 12.
But the most important thing that a real friend will do, a real friend will tell you the truth,
Exactly.
whether you want to hear
that's
it or not.
right.
They will tell you
Right.
the truth. You
Right.
know.
They're not gonna sugarcoat anything. A real friend will hurt your feelings with the truth.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hello.
That's it.
Hello. That's
Johnny
right.
trying
Hello.
to get into this.
And that's
That's
a
right.
you should be able to take that criticism from your friend. As a,
And
you
they
say
won't
your friend.
look. And the real friend won't get mad and
That
block you,
there you
and
go.
won't get mad and and don't talk to you.
That's it. That's it.
And
That part right there.
but
That's
you know
true
what?
though.
Even if they do stop talking to you, even if they do stop talking to you, it's a temporary thing.
Yeah.
Because
I.
some listen, a lot of us can't take the truth.
Definitely
That's
Lolo.
what it is.
A lot of us can't take the truth. You know what I'm saying? But
Blue is
if they're your
bitter.
friend, they understand. They're gonna give you time to get back in your life.
You
I did it. I heard. I did it. I was wondering. I heard somebody talking at the same time. I'm like, what the heck?
but yeah. Yep. Friends should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was
Friend, I should
saying,
be able
right?
to
Because
tell
it's
you things.
like the reason why I came up with this is because I noticed, and I don't, and it's weird though because like I even noticed like some of the people I originally started off with is the people that's still around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I noticed that it's like certain topics you can. It's and that's why I do this, folks, because I talk about every last single thing because I just making sure I know I got the right people that's supporting me or the right people that's, friends with me for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like some people, some people is in here to try to change the way I teach my stuff, right? Some people was in here to
Manipulate.
uh make sure that you know what I'm saying. I gotta dodge different talk, or they want you just to
Somebody said manipulate.
eventually think they're gonna get you to change your mind and all that stuff, right? So, huh?
That's true. Because some of the people I started out with, I can tell you right now, there's two of them, no Biatch and one other person. The rest of them,
Mm-hmm,
they were, I would say, they had this grandiose idea about themselves. So,
mm-hmm,
most of what I heard, you when you listen to someone, they call themselves a friend, but you listen to the regurgitated bullshit that they've heard somebody else say.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, those people kind of fell by the wayside, and I allowed them to.
Yep.
But I can't stop them from stalking my page, though. You see what I'm saying? I can block them, but I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm. It'd be
You
weird because
done
it's
it with
like
me.
you
I got you
connected with me, right? But somebody else talking again. I can't even hear no.
It's
Can
somebody
everybody
else
mute
in the
up?
background.
I cannot hear nothing. Every time I talk, I can't hear.
Keep
I did. Hold up, man. Let me see.
Yeah, GG, we heard
Yeah,
that. We heard you
dishes getting
talking to the
tossed,
dog.
all type of stuff going on. I'm trying to be real friends. Looks like all kind of noise polluting in here. Right. Well, I be losing track of thought. Hold up. What was I saying? But what
Yeah.
was I saying? Huh?
Oh, I was about to say, I can count on my hands how many people, what I mean, that I started on TikTok with that I could say that have my back. You know what I'm saying? And my real truest friends I could say since I've been up here is Keith and Gigi, because they're always gonna tell me, they're always gonna have me look at things differently. Not the same mentality that I always had, you know what I mean? Okay, look at it this point of view. Look at it like this, you know what I mean? So I can say that they're my I think it's like friend. They like family. So and I take what they say, you know, to heart because they're not gonna say anything and I don't feel like they're gonna say anything that's gonna hurt. They're gonna do something say something to help me better myself, you know what I mean, in the long run. So
Mm-hmm.
out on my hands how many people I can say really truly my friend. And then Terror
I
Hawk.
had I
And
had some
Terror.
people actually. That's what happened recently. Some people actually unfriend me, right? Just
Oh yeah.
because somebody in my room disrespected them. I'm like, bro, it wasn't me. I mean, I can't control everybody in this thing. I can do only so much, right? So it's like, why do you take it? It shows that's why I say it shows how much somebody connected with you. Like people's only in here for a reason. So
Mm-hmm.
what they do is like they blame your whole life for some person, other person. Like do it. Like at the end of the day, if you ain't here for the messages I put out and the topics I put out and support me so called, right? Like that's what I'm saying. That's what kind of fakeness about it. It's kind of fake. Like, dog, why everything got to revolve around you? You know what I'm saying? If at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, people got the option because I don't talk. I talk about everything, right? I mean, I know everybody got tolerance levels, different tolerance levels. They can handle the topic one day, maybe they can't. But it's not gonna stop me on the mission I got because I have to talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I see whatever I feel like is a problem, I'm gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I tell my point of view, and this is the reason why I said it's not no hurt behind it. Because a lot of people say that they healed and all that stuff. They not all the way healed. Some people is just going through certain situations, man. So it's like I can understand. I can like just talk. If you're a real friend, right? Just communicate with me. I can't handle this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? But don't just sit here either block me or unfriend me or you know what I'm saying? Because you can't handle everything. Like, cause I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what any situation. Like if you can't, it's just simple communication. So I literally lost like I would say, and that was off that that one thing with the woman and stuff. What's the deal, AJ in the building? That one topic with
What happened?
I'm saying like bro.
his Wi-Fi.
Something like, oh, you think this way, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna think my way, you gonna think your way, but it's like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you been in my room all this time, you seen all my messages, so it take one message that I don't agree with, and all of a sudden, man, I'm the devil. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't be friends. That's what I said. I can understand though. I can understand because everybody is not they're not at the same level as me. I could tolerate a lot more than a lot of people, right? I could put up with certain situations because all I've been doing, right, was working on myself. Kev, yo, Mike, Wi-Fi is messing up. You said it's messing up?
The
Yes,
Chi-Town
brother.
Wi-Fi.
Dang. Huh?
Is that Chi-Town Wi-Fi?
Dang, hold on, let me see. It might be that cause I know this thing been tripping on all the my joint was tripping on the. Oh, let me turn this thing
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Probably the iPhone. Yep. That's what it is. McDonald's Wi-Fi. That's what it is.
Got that chai pie. Got that chai
McDonald's.
pie.
Why you won't let me cuss the dogs out like that on live and everybody can hear me?
Everybody, they hear you.
Because that chocolate wine told you to do that.
It's on life support. Somebody is
It's
on
on
life
life
support.
support. Not life support.
Somebody, King said definitely iPhone.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
He said it's on life support.
Well, I got everybody talking about everybody's Wi-Fi, huh?
You know what? You know what?
Hmm.
Hmm. Yours better not ever go down.
What?
They gonna eat you up. They gonna eat you up.
That's
Kev
why.
on pause, okay.
Yep. That's why I got that. That's why I got the good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, all right.
He said definitely iPhone. That's right. And no, we have.
Hello.
If they gonna keep the people on my,
Hello.
Hello.
we back.
No, I can't.
You might need to go check your
Now look.
Chicago.
Now she said we need to prep his Wi-Fi for
Am I
surgery.
back now? I should be back. I started my internet. I mean, not my internet, but I
You
reset it.
back?
I'm back. Y'all can hear me. Everybody can hear me.
But we see
I
the
got so
Yeah,
many
phone
people in
too.
the
yeah,
box
yeah.
right now. Oh my.
He got that Wi-Fi. Ah.
A real friend don't talk about people's Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? We put up with it through thick and thin.
Not a real
Hey,
friend.
we saying it with love, though. You know what I'm
He
saying?
right.
Hey, first off, here's my thing, friend. I am a real friend because I'm gonna call you out when it's not on point. And right now,
That,
Yo Mick Wi-Fi is not on
Dang.
point right now, my
You
man.
Ah,
you
It's not on
right.
point.
the
You
Mick
right.
Wi-Fi.
A real
Did
friend would
he
do
say
I ain't
Mick
gonna cap to you.
Wi-Fi? Ooh, 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 ooh,
His Mick
ooh.
Wi-Fi is not on point right now.
Not right now.
It's
Let me
funny,
see.
AJ.
Thank y'all for the
Hey, AJ.
gifts. What's up?
Where
What's
the
up,
freak did I put
everybody?
my
what's up?
Copy.
Vizio?
I'm
Oh,
back from my hiatus. I figured I'd come up with some jokey jokes.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All
welcome
right.
back. AK AJ
Kev
Kev
using
using
dial-up
dial-up.
out
Quit
there.
it. Real friends don't talk about dial-up.
Hey, Tiziana.
Mm-mm.
Somebody is
Hello
Wi-Fi.
to
Hey,
all. How's everybody
hey, I'm gonna
doing?
need someone to
What's
get
the
off
How
the
deal,
you doing?
phone so Kev can
Tiziana?
do the thing.
Hello.
Kev, you better tell whoever to get off the phone so you can conduct your live, sir.
Well,
Somebody
Kev
said he
has
on
mail.
AOL. That is
Kev
so
has mail.
obsolete.
Uh, that's when you know you
Mm-mm.
in the 90s for real.
Not Kev has mail.
Kev has mail. Right. I should be good now. So I'm good because I know my chat different from the up in the box. Y'all can hear me straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
got
just
you.
did all
Yes.
that resetting.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm about to
Yes.
reset the whole live. This
Oh,
thing be true. I think it's also
so you signed
TikTok
up
too
on
be messing up.
AOL?
Don't be blaming TikTok for your
It
McWi-Fi,
do.
son.
It do.
Mm-hmm.
You better take your McWi-Fi need to take accountability right now. Okay?
It do.
Mm.
It
Blaming
most
everybody
Not
definitely
else.
do.
hey,
not to make not to make
thought your
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi was free after 9.
But yeah, I think what I man, what the heck? What I was saying was it's like this what I was meaning. Like that's why I be saying people sticking with you for a reason, right? So like I said recently, it was a couple people that was actually part of my situation. One of them I actually made a mod and stuff after I modded, but you know, it took that one. It took one. You know, even though okay, I ain't gonna lie, I think a dude was in my room and disrespected, but I mean, they took it out on me though. That ain't got nothing to do with that person. But my thing is like the thing is, I didn't agree with a couple things this person was saying and the other person, and that both of them was like, they was friends, all this stuff. I was cool. They called me on a good day because I was agreeing with them with everything. But as soon as I disagree, right? Now all of a sudden, oh, well, who are you? You know what I'm saying? One of them actually helped through certain situations. I'm like, what the heck? So it's like my thing is like, at the end of the day, a person that, what I'm saying, that's what I be saying, people come and go. So it was meant for that to happen, right? Because everybody can only take so much. They gonna hold in what they feel about you until one day they get mad. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Everybody's with you for a certain
$79.
reason.
That's and all that. It's compounded daily and paid out monthly. Mm.
What's the interest daily?
It's 4.175
Daily?
No, that's throughout the month.
Oh,
175, but
but
You might want to
compounded.
mute.
oh, okay.
Oh, what
Gotcha.
is that?
Are we talking about friends or are
Right?
we talking about investments?
I don't forget what I was
Yeah.
talking about. Somebody was talking over me. I don't know what happened.
No,
It's free.
yeah, I remind you that
Somebody
you
talking
were
about
in a
compounded
situation,
interest rate.
right? You were in a situation with a friend, and he was in the box. He got disrespected, but they get mad at you, and you had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was, yeah. No, I was just talking about basically live. I guess it took a disagreement or something like that. My whole point of that is everybody's not full. That's something I'm fully aware of, right? It's like everybody's not fully healed, right? Everybody can't take everything. You know what I'm saying? Some people is holding their real intentions while they're kicking it with you. You know what I'm saying? So eventually it's gonna come out, and that's the reason why, like I said, I talk about every last single thing, right? I talk about
Mm-hmm.
every last single thing because people will break away from you. At the end of the day, everybody got their real intentions while they hanging with you and stuff. And I was also mentioning that you have people that's actually trying to mold you to be what they want you to be because they want you to fit. Because at the end of the day, everybody's not going to agree with each other, right? But you got to have a common ground or common thing that y'all all looking for at the same. Yeah, exactly. It's conditional, right? But even in that process, like even when friends or so-called friends or associate supporters and all that stuff, even when they
Mm-hmm.
break up with you, I always say that. That's why I say everything is people. All people is either they either. I mean, there. It's a reason behind it. Like short term, long term, it's something you got out of it. That's like I mentioned before on my first part. Is like for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You make that person day is something they can remember. They gonna still, you know what I'm saying? Even if it was a quick little second and stuff. If it was somebody that you was married for like 50 years and y'all broke up, you know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying? You did your part. You got what you got out of it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's still, all that stuff is meant to build you in some type of way, or something
Mm-hmm.
or impact you in some type of way. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
It's just for your better
Uh,
development.
so
That's all.
yeah,
Right.
So we
exactly.
all
You
have
know,
people.
Hmm.
so I think when it comes to this, right, it's very simple. It's the same thing when it comes to the way people perceive you, right? That ain't none of your business, right? If people, some people, again, it says a lot about a person, right? If I have to agree with everything somebody says, that tells me that they don't have the maturity or the life experience to see things from somebody else's point of view, right? I'm not going to say that you lack intelligence. We ain't going to say any of that, right? Because that's not what it is. It has to do with life experience. It has to do with wisdom, and it has to do with maturity, right? I can
Mm-hmm.
entertain a thought that can be 180 degrees separate from me, right? I have that ability because I've got life experience. And that's all that says, right? Anybody who wants to walk away from you, that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's on them, right? And we need to get out of the habit of laying in those beds, right? If you're doing the best you can and you're being the best person that you can, moving in a good way, doing all those things, let them go. Who cares,
Hmm.
right? You know why? Because there's going to be 30 other people that are going to line up just to do the same thing,
Exactly.
right? They're replacing, right? And that's okay, right? Sometimes people are only supposed to be there for a season. They're only supposed to be there for a short period of time. And that's okay, right? It has nothing to do with whether or not they're healed, they're not healed, or anything else. When it comes to the whole healing thing, we need to get away from the way we view that. I'm on here talking about healing journeys. We need to heal. We need to do this. And so many people are comparing their healing journey to another person's. We
Mm-hmm.
can't do that, right? Why? Because my trauma is not your trauma, My experience is not your experience. We may walk the similar experience, but what affected you may not necessarily affect me, and vice versa. Therefore,
Right.
we can't compare,
You don't think
right?
healing
So
and play a major part of how friends connect?
healing
Yeah.
Because
is
it do limit your way
lifelong.
you talk sometimes too, though. So if your friend can't, like,
Yes.
say if you use on two different levels, right? If your friend got a um, I feel like it plays a major part though. So if your friend all of a sudden they just don't want, or they block you or something like that because they're at a whole different level from you, and they knew your whole intentions, right? How you are, with everybody else until it hits home. So as it hits home, now they like, I can't take you anymore, and then everything else went underwater. So it's like, dang, what you was really my friend for? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
So then,
something that they totally haven't healed from, right? As to why
hmm
they got triggered or some ways why they can't kick it with you for. That's the only reason why I think I
so
mentioned
let's slow down real quick, right? When it comes to that, right? If somebody is going to block you, they were just looking for the reason. They were looking for the excuse, right?
right.
Very few people are just going to go ahead and block you because we ain't dealing with
Mm-hmm.
it, right? Very few of us are going to do that. Most of
Mm-hmm.
us would be like, man, this person getting on my nerves. This person getting on my nerves. They're looking for that one reason to solidify why they either need to block you, exit you out of their life, or do anything else. Again, that has nothing to do with you, right? I wouldn't say that that's necessarily something that people need to go through a whole healing journey to fix. That is just simply on you. Your healing journey is lifelong, right? There is nobody that is 100% healed from their trauma. Okay, you still are getting on yourself because you owe it to yourself, to every version of yourself. You owe that to yourself, right? To keep working on those things, to keep pushing forward, to keep healing from these situations because they're like onions. It's layers upon layers upon layers of things, right? I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, the reason why Kev blocked me is because, he still ain't healed from this or this situation. I ain't even going to waste my time, waste my energy, or waste my mental capability to even trying to figure that out, right? That's a whole job in itself, and you ain't paying me for that. Sorry. My time is valuable. It's
Mm.
limited,
Don't
right?
don't in order to
So
block
with
somebody,
that
don't
being,
some type of emotion be behind that?
again, but what's that got to do with me, right?
I'm just saying in
Kev, if
general.
you
No,
were to
no,
block
I'm not
me,
saying that it got to do
no,
with
I
you, but
know.
I'm saying that the reason why I was saying that is like if it take if it takes some type of disagreement, right? Um,
That's the excuse.
it it huh? You
I
said
was like,
what?
that's the excuse a lot of the time. If
Yeah,
somebody
right,
is
right.
that petty to block you because you disagreed with them, they were looking
Yeah.
for a reason to block you in the first place.
No,
That
it
person
ain't
was
that
never your
simple though.
friend.
It's
That person
just
was never your
sometimes you could say all the
It is
right
that
stuff,
simple.
right? And they didn't
Mm.
know that you took up for something. Like say if it was something that they highly didn't know you was against. As soon as they hear that, then they, what I'm saying, it's automatic an image on it because everything we don't know everything about each other. All of us don't know. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it do
Of course
take.
not.
But the thing is, everybody can't. It's like it is different, like level, because everybody can't take that the other person think this way sometimes, especially if it's something serious that hit home. But the other person probably can understand the other person and like, all right, it is what it is. We still on the same situation, you know what I'm saying? We still trying to grow and all this stuff. But some people just really can't take it and it's gonna be like, eventually that's why I was mentioning about I talk about so many times and it's gonna be like, oh, I can't take this, this type of person now, you know what I'm saying? It's a rap, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I said. The
That
point
has
of
more
the point of me saying this is not for nobody to take
yeah.
it personal, right? That's all. That's the whole topic
Yeah,
about.
no, 100%. But that's the thing. Yes, you're gonna have topics that are gonna hit home for some people,
Yeah,
right? That's anybody. That's anybody talking. Right? But here's the thing, right? Everybody on this app that comes in these rooms and comes in these lives, what do we all scream? Oh, we're adults. You need to be adults. We need to be adults. We need to be adults. Well, here's the thing. As an adult, as a grown ass woman, if you say something and it hits home for me, right? It's time for me to grow up and be like, okay, yes, that hurt my feelings, but is it something worth losing that friendship over? And if the answer to that is yes, then that ain't got nothing to do with that other person. That has everything to do with me,
right,
right? And if that's the
right.
case, then that's something I need to work on. We need to get away from everybody needs to dance on all these little triggers, and we need to watch everything we say and
Right.
everything that we do, because what may be offensive to me may not be offensive to the next person. I'm not saying
Right.
that you need to be completely insensitive, but if you're
Mm-hmm.
moving with respect and we're moving with maturity, then what's the problem, right? At the end of the day, your triggers are your triggers. It is your responsibility to deal with those, your responsibility to handle those. It's not everybody else's.
Yep.
You a fool if you think that. Matter of fact, if that's the case, you need to get off your high horse because everybody's got their own stuff to do,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
It's just me.
Dang, this thing true. Can you hear
But
me, King?
that's
I'm
just
trying
me.
to see if I
Yep.
gotta reset this whole box or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yep. We hear
I
you.
can hear you, but
No,
I'm
because
also on the
I think
phone.
that the chat and
I'm
I
gonna
noticed that.
mute before I set these TikTok streets on fire for a second. Give y'all a little
Oh,
tip.
watch out! Watch out!
Yeah,
Right. I wonder
I'm
why
gonna set
that
stuff
little
on fire.
dial was in there vibrating. The profile.
No, but that's just,
He's
no, that's just
like,
all.
he's going crazy.
No, I mean that's just the way, you know what I mean. When I'm sitting there and I'm looking at life, right, and I look at the people that I have in my life, right.
Mhm.
It's like anything in life. What I put in is what I'm gonna get out, right. So if I'm putting in, I need everybody to agree with me. I'm not gonna have that many people because not everybody's gonna agree with everything you say, right? No, but if
Yep.
I want to sit there and I want to promote growth, learning, inspiration, so on and so forth, then don't you think I need to put that in? Then
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, you're gonna say things that are probably gonna hit home, and yeah, there's times, Kev, even you and I don't always agree on everything. We agree on some things, we don't
Right.
agree on everything.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that's not enough for me to block you for that. I have no rhyme or reason to block you.
Or stop
You haven't given
supporting.
me a reason or
Right.
stop supporting or anything else. Like, yeah, I'll take my
Yeah.
hiatus, but that's my hiatus. That's my time.
Well, Kev, I'm here to tell you, they always say, you got to let them know what your real intentions are. Well, my intentions is to get some of your dial up, your LOL dial up, so I can learn how to use it. So
You about
whatever you
you
do.
you about to get muted. You about to get muted. He gonna try to be he gonna get on my I like how he did that, man. He said how to get some of that AOL. I don't even want some of this AOL dollars. I'm about to actually go downstairs and oh my. Oh, he on that board, man. Why did you start that with him, King, man? And then he got money too, so I can't have
I'm
this
so
going on,
happy.
man. That's too many mustaches.
Ah,
He on his neighbor mobile hotspot.
Man, he got
I'm
people
dying.
mustaching people, man. It's all right. I'm said I'm sorry, man. I'll be right back. I'm about to go with this because like my thing is my stuff be it sound good on y'all, but then as soon as they get to the chat, sometimes it don't be. She gonna join the madness. What is going on? So no, it's just like my stuff. It don't record good on my YouTube and stuff. So that's the reason why we gotta make sure I can get heard in the chat too. The heck is up with that boy?
come on,
So
King, for real.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'm about to reset this internet. It's gonna have y'all still talk though.
Get Magnum PI on it.
Oh, AJ, GG,
Always.
thank you.
Thank you, AJ.
Oh, of course, of
AJ, you
course.
awesome. But yeah,
Hey, I try, I try. I'm all right, to be honest. I'm
you,
okay.
you all right.
Just be
Yeah,
feeling.
that's good.
Yeah, we all right. You know what I'm saying? How was everybody's day today?
Girl, long. I don't even want to talk about it. I got off work. I did 11 hours.
Ooh.
And then I went down there and heat up some food and burnt my tongue.
Not the
Mm.
tongue, not burning the tongue.
Oh.
I ain't gonna touch that one. I'm not
It
gonna
was
touch
so
Ooh.
that
hot.
one.
It was
Lord,
hot.
not the
That
burnt tongue.
leads. Look, some of them days, I learned anything in this life. Some of them days you just gotta laugh at because it just be getting way too ridiculous.
I was
I
like,
had a
oh
day
my
that was
God.
like that one time. Let me tell y'all about my worst day ever, right? And it's okay, laugh because Lord knows I did, right? So I'm upstairs, right? It starts. I look out like there's first stuff, right? I'm hungry. I go in the freezer. I'm like, all right, cool. I got one steak left. right? Big old ribeye. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna season this up. I'm gonna throw it on the grill, right? Season it up. I throw it on the grill. I cook it. I bring it back in the house. I put it on the counter, and I forgot that I left the grill on. I turned around to go put the grill out, turn off the grill or whatever, and my dog ate my steak, right? My last steak, right? Stomach was, oh my god, my whole body was like ready for that steak, and it was just gone. And she was just licking her paws, like, yeah, well, I ate it, so I was like, oh, okay, okay. Right. So I look out the back door, right? I'm like, oh man, now what am I gonna eat? And I turn around, I look out the back door. I notice my shed has blown open and there's a bunch of stuff flying out of my shed. And I'm like, oh man, there's a storm coming. I gotta run out there and go lock it, right? So as I'm going out there, it starts raining in every single direction possible. Right. And I'm like, what is going on? I run all the way out there. I realize, man, I ain't got the key to lock it because the lock is in the way. So now I gotta run back inside and I'm soaked, I can't see nothing. So I run back inside, I stepped in some dog poop, ran that through the house, mad, was like, are you kidding me right now? Ran back out there, locked it, came back in, bumped my hip into the table hard, right? And I was like, is everything just happening to me all at one time right now? Like I'm like on the verge of just like breaking everything at this point. Like I'm hungry, I'm wet, my foot
Oh
smells
Lord.
like dog poop. You know what I mean? I'm having the worst moment of my life. And mind you, this all happened in a span of maybe like 15 minutes. Right? And right when I was on the brink of losing it, I just started laughing. Right? I was like,
Mm,
this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How can all this stuff happen in 2 seconds? I just
right.
started laughing. Right?
Hey,
And that was the thing that I learned. I was like, sometimes you just kind of got to laugh sometimes when everything's just going bad. I need a cat.
well, yeah.
I'm like,
Hey, AJ.
yes.
Well, you know what? You had me with going upstairs. That's where I started laughing. You had
The
me
going
going
in.
upstairs. Then I laughed even harder when you said you got wet. That made me laugh even harder right there.
That part. Man,
Those
when I'm
two
saying
things.
y'all, it was like I'm trying to cover my face. I was trying to stupid thing. Ooh, it was bad. It was a good time though. It was a good time. But yes,
You had
sometimes
me
you
at
gotta
wet.
laugh. Gotta laugh at it.
You had me at wet.
Like I always say, whether you
My
believe in
head's still
God
sick.
or creator or whatever you believe in, whatever it is, it's got a sense of humor. You just gotta learn to
Yeah.
laugh at it. That's all that's my whole point to that. Just learn to laugh. It's okay.
Who's out of
You out of
Uh,
cranberry juice.
who's out of
Man.
cranberry juice?
I was making sure I came back in time for AJ burn the building down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I had to share a funny story real quick,
That's
quick
my
little story
secret weapon.
time.
Oh,
King about to come up here. What's up, King?
What's that happening? What's that happening, y'all?
What's
what's the
up,
What's up,
King?
deal,
King?
King?
Oh,
Come on, turn that camera on for me real quick. I just want to talk to you for a second.
Boy,
I'm sure
you
you
want to put
do.
a. Look, I'm gonna give you a quick opportunity, Kel, to get your revenge. As I say, I'm chilling tonight, boy. I've been working
Just
all
quick, you
day,
know
so
what I'm
I'm in the
saying?
living room,
Just
chilling on the couch, doing
I just want to
nothing.
see a
Oh,
nice
sounds like
little
you
Just
need a
want to put a
smile.
nap.
You know what I'm
cowboy hat on a
saying?
brother, but I'll hee haw.
They
Yeah, I
already on
tell
it
you.
too.
y'all are
Give
funny.
you a nice little smile real quick.
There y'all go. Have at it, dog. Have at it.
There you go.
Now that's funny.
What happened
Man,
to my box? Why I look like that? There you
we
go.
be throwing hats on each other all the time.
All the time.
Oh,
Now, Kevin, you already know it's after hours, so I got my accent on. Then the daytime, I can
Oh.
let everybody know I'm from the boot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. I knew something was up. I knew King. I knew.
I cool, sweet like a motherfucker. In the daytime, I gotta talk to y'all about business. But in the evening time, it's me.
That part.
Getting right.
I know that's right. He be in there talking all sorts of business. Going his live, be
Gotta
like,
be.
I didn't even know what that was. I
You
had
go
to
from
Google.
business to mind your
Like,
business.
Yeah,
seriously?
I ain't got time to be talking about submission and leadership during the daytime.
Okay. Not late at night.
Oh no, dog.
That's funny.
My boy Hermig, I ain't see him in a while. That'd be a
For real,
perfect
man.
I haven't
candidate
seen
today.
here.
We back, man. We've been back. We've been getting a lot of people coming up, man. I ain't seen Amiga Lovely been on the grind. She doing it.
Oh
So, you know,
yeah.
G Love been
Wait,
in and
what
out.
lovely is this one? Or is it a different one? Okay. What y'all was talking about when I was going for that quick second, you know?
About her stepping in some dog poop.
Oh my.
Me
Yeah.
stepping
Oh,
in
that
some
one
dog
that story, I
food,
remember
dealing
that.
with all the rain. Yeah, that my bad 15 minutes. Now, two things I learned that day. Not only do we sit there and say, "Oh man, I had a bad day," that ain't the truth, right? You
Man,
just had a bad 15 minutes. You milked that shit.
right.
Fight
Bad
me.
moment.
Number two.
That's true. That's the
Number
truth
two,
right
you
there.
gotta laugh sometimes. I can't
Gotcha.
Yeah.
always be
You gotta
Laugh
laugh
laughing
and
and
at
keep
learn
from
from
everything.
it.
crying. You gotta laugh and keep from
You gotta
crying.
fucking laugh at it.
Hey, yeah, that's true. Look, I do
That
personal
part.
development coaching. So this morning I got one of my clients hit me up talking about they woke up and they was worried about something. I said, look, don't start your morning off negative. That's not, don't do that. Tell yourself something positive. Think about all the good things first. You go in your mind with a negative thought as soon as you wake up, your day is going to hell in a handbasket automatically.
Mhm.
That
That's
part.
that's what I'm
That
saying.
part. That's what you be milk. Man, like I remember I had somebody today. They were like, "Man, I've had a bad week." I'm like, "How the hell you have a whole bad week? You just woke up every day and chose that it was gonna be a bad day. You had a bad 15 minutes. You milked that shit all week.
Right.
What you mean?
Oh, that
Let
little
it go.
Charlie
Hit
Brown. They
reset."
lady little boy on Charlie Brown with the cloud over his head. Walk around and
Yeah,
raining all the time with a sad
God.
face.
Kev, I got out of my lawn
My
chair and went
good.
to the refrigerator and I was out of cranberry juice. I was mortified.
What
Oh no.
Not
See
That
that?
part.
mortified.
His feelings was
not
not taken care of. That's
not
horrible.
mortified.
I'm sick because I'm about to
Mm-mm.
end up looking this up. I'm trying not to look dumb. What the heck? I never used that word before.
Mortified. Mortified.
What is that?
Mortified.
He,
Yes.
he's basically paralyzed to any type of positive behavior.
He didn't have no
That
Oh.
part.
cranberry juice.
Mm.
That part. I'm
He,
gonna I'm share y'all a fun
he was
fact, and I'm pretty sure anybody
Taught
who's
me a new
into any
word.
type of
he was
And my
disappointed.
regular
coaching or
and my
motivation,
regular
they'll
delivery
tell you the
guy
same thing.
wasn't at the store.
Just so y'all just so y'all know, the last 15 minutes of your day and the first 15 minutes of your day are the most important. So what you feed your mind during those 30 minute span, I'm telling you, that'll be a game changer for a lot of you.
Say what
For a
Hmm.
now?
lot of
Say that
people, that
again.
could be a
So
game
stop
changer.
watching that porn at late at
The
night. That
last
last 15
15
minutes will
minutes,
tell your
the
life.
last
Oh, oh.
yeah, the last 15 minutes of the last 15 minutes right before you go to bed, and the first 15 minutes right before you wake up are the most important, crucial on what you feed your mind. So when
Well,
I wake up in the morning, the first thing I listen to is a motivational thing, right? So I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, cool. I want to get motivated. I need to do this, right? Right before I go to bed, it's manifestations, right? So it's what I tell myself right before I go to sleep. And I do this for about 15 minutes per night,
Hmm.
and then I go to bed,
I am.
And
right?
I have a
and this
small
is your
head.
motivational moment
So
by
I
AJ.
wonder, what were you meditate the night before in the morning when you had that terrible day that you were describing before?
Oh, that day I wasn't doing none of this, right? I had just
Oh, make
probably
sure
woke
you
up.
do it next time.
Yeah, I wasn't doing this then. You know what I mean? I do this now, right? And the thing is, I've been saying this for like a long time. Like, hey, and before I used to only just focus on the first 15 minutes before I woke up, right? Before I went to bed, didn't matter. I've been doing this probably, I want to say, since I've been taking a break. And everything I have been trying to push and achieve, I've achieved. And then some. Just by
I
doing this
believe
is
you.
very simple thing,
I believe you
right?
because
This is
I start
very
to do the
simple
same thing.
thing.
I
Mm-hmm.
start, it's about what, maybe it's like 5 days, and I write it down at nighttime, like I'm envision what I want to do the day
Yep.
after, and it happened,
Mm.
and I got it done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I
thank
mean?
God.
I'll go
Thank
and I'll do
God.
yeah, do your affirmations. Like, no matter what it is. And like, that's the thing. It's kind of like, when you want to build confidence in somebody, right? A lot of people just be like, oh, especially like, like with my female friends, right? Oh my God, I just wish I had more confidence. I feel so insecure. Okay, well, just, oh yeah, well, I know I'm pretty. Yeah, I know. No, you need to say that out loud, right? You start saying things out loud, it starts to become believable because you keep saying it, right? Saying it in your mind isn't enough. I don't just sit here in my mind being like, I'm going to be great. I'm going to walk. I'm going to be able to run. I'm going to get over all my ailments. I don't do that in my head. I say that literally out loud for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And I keep telling myself the same thing over and over and over again. And now I'm achieving way more again. So if y'all needed some help, I'll drop that little nugget.
Oh, that right there, AJ got you a follower. I want to hear more.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you. Thank
into this stuff.
This
you. Yeah.
motivational moment
I
is
was like,
brought
I
to you
might
by AJ.
that
Oh,
bored. I try to tell people that. I'm like, what you put into life is what you get out of it. I mean, you're gonna
That's
deal with
what
some
she said.
BS. It's gonna happen. You are, dude. Like
Right.
dealing with BS is gonna be inevitable, right? But it's how you deal with it. It's what you do with it, right? You can either learn to laugh at it, or you can be mortified every time something don't go your way, or you can
Mortified.
just learn to laugh at it. Be like, okay, cool. Let me readjust real quick, and
Can
we'll
you
keep it
laugh to
moving.
learn to it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, like my
You know,
boyfriend
Think
today
about it
said,
when you're
all you have
reading
in life is
to yourself.
smiles and cries. Smiles and cries.
but
Smiles and
AJ,
cries. Smiles and cries.
so
Yeah.
do you believe it's like, for example, I've been in this healing
Yeah,
journey
touche.
recently, about 2 years ago, right? Again, I jump on the healing train. The point is this, is like, isn't it because I really firmly believe now that what we think of ourselves is how we act, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people
Yeah.
walking around like myself without knowing that, it's like that first person that's supposed to love you, always judge you, or it's like, so you go around, and I went around, um, not accepting good things for myself because I thought that I wasn't worth it. So when I went to
Hmm.
therapy and I realized all this stuff, that's when it became a game changer, and personality and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's the same concept. It's exactly what I'm saying. What you put in is what you get out. It's putting, oh, I'm not worthy. I don't deserve this. I don't get this. I don't get that. You're gonna attract people, especially in a relationship. You're gonna attract those types of people who are gonna do all of
Yeah.
those things,
What I'm
right? But if you
saying
go
is
out
like
there and
I
you're
would,
like, hey, I'm worthy. I'm with this. I'm that, and you're putting that out, you're gonna attract that back.
yes.
That's
What
with
I was
that's
trying to say
everything
is
in life.
like I was not
Good night,
aware I was
everybody.
doing this to myself. You know what I mean? I
All
was
right,
not
Xander.
aware I
Thanks for
was
coming
doing
through,
it
man.
until I went
Right,
to
Xander.
therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you
Yeah,
know one
absolutely.
thing I found out on this topic, right, is this. Is
Hmm.
most people lack the level of emotional intelligence it takes to get through the day. Emotional intelligence is one, first of all, is awareness. Are you aware of all the emotions you display and do you understand them and how to process them? And when you don't understand your emotions, you have a tendency to abide in one emotion longer than you should be. And another one is you expect to be in an emotion longer than you should be. We think we're supposed to always feel happy and joyful. We think we're always supposed to feel sad. And when you go through the day expecting yourself to experience an emotion and move forward, you tend to get through your day a whole lot easier. But the problem is we don't always recognize all of our array of emotions. We only see anger, sadness, and happiness. We don't ever
Hmm.
see the in betweens that helps us identify what's going on. Emotions are only the alarms.
Exactly.
How you think in your reactional side is how you respond to the alarm. When you don't know how to respond, your emotional IQ, your intelligence is low. And it
Hmm.
means you got to spend time with yourself. Sometimes you got to detach from a whole bunch of people because you're absorbing people's emotions. You got to start feeling, accepting, and learn how to manage what you feel on your insides before you engage with people. Sometimes we're around people too much and we let
wait
them
a minute.
dictate
Hold
how
on.
we
Who was
feel.
that talking? Who talking?
That's
That's
King.
King
That's
talking.
King.
Go ahead, King. You preaching to the choir. Go ahead.
You really got to yourself because a lot of times what you feel emotionally is derived from the people that you've been around. You've been told how to feel, and then when you become an adult, you don't really know what you feel, so you start making it up. But you got to retract and go find yourself. I believe in self revelation. Learn who you are, Identify you are, because I think most people you encounter, they have no knowledge of self. They don't know who they are.
Nope.
They know who they were told to be.
Right.
And what we do is we every time we kind of code switch between people. You got this group of people you're around, and then all of a sudden you're this one person. That sends you to emotional turmoil, and it'll break you at some point.
Mhm.
You really have to find out who you want to be and learn who you are and start to navigate yourself towards that. If you don't do that, you're gonna spend a whole lot of your years in your life just in trouble emotionally. And that's how people, they end up in extreme anxiety mentalities. They end up in depression. You end up in this stuck place. In my book, I call it a tale of two cities: anxiety and depression. You're either
Mhm.
thinking too much or you're not thinking enough. And that's because you don't know you. You got to find out who you are, and you got to dictate to yourself daily who I want to be and how I want to feel, and get accommodated with those feelings and live in it as much as possible. And that takes practice. It don't happen overnight. Just because it happened the first day don't mean that you're gonna get it every day. But I don't tell people, don't judge the war by the battles. You're gonna lose some battles and win some. But if you determine enough, you can manage your emotions if you do it intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Exactly. And
I
that's
think
that's that's. Oh, go ahead.
I think what's up with y'all? How y'all doing, everybody?
What's going on,
What's
Good.
up,
CJ?
sir?
I just wanted to add to what King said about recognizing when you're not able for people to trauma dump on you. Whenever I meet people, I off the back tell them, hey, sometimes I just have a moment where I just got to leave everybody alone. And it ain't nothing
Yes.
personal. Don't take it personal, because this is just me refilling my area up. I think that when you come off telling people exactly how you are from jump, they either A, go understand it and respect it, or B, they'll have a problem with it. But at the end of the day, I'm big on telling people. Like I got into a disagreement with somebody because they was like, "Well, you don't
Communication.
communicate." They was like, "You don't
Right.
communicate," and I'm like, "I do communicate. I told you that I am this way, and sometimes I cannot sit here and sit on the phone and even hear people breathe. Sometimes I got to get off the phone with I got to get off the phone, play music or something to get my battery back." And she kind of got upset, like, "Well, I'm big on communication," and I'm like, "I'm communicating with you. We just gotta learn to be straight up with people, from jump too, and let them know what it is. I'm not. I don't want to call it a disability, but I want to call it me acknowledging myself. I know that I suffer from anxiety, and I know that it could put me. I will spiral into a depression. So with me knowing them things, I tell people that off back. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, yeah, man, I'm good at communicating all the time. No, I'm not. It's been times where my mama called me. I'll be like, hey, I love you, but I'm not in the headspace to talk. And like we got, it's just I just think people need to just be more open with that. I don't
Yeah.
understand why it's such a thing of, man, I'm not finna let nobody know I'm going through this. Man, I will tell y'all, I spend a lot of time off of TikTok now because it be emotionally draining.
Touche.
Mm.
Look, I love what you. I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta throw this in there because people don't know there's emotional shaming, especially when it comes to us men. We're not privy to be able to share all our or what we view as weak emotions, and without having to explain ourselves. And I appreciate the fact look, I'm this, I'm that, and I don't owe you. You got to be unapologetic about your emotions and let people just.
Right.
And that's something like I know I be getting on spaces not as much as I used to, but even when Kev see me, he be like, "Man, where you been?" I be like, "Look, bro, I'm good. But I emotionally be going through my own battles. I don't mind telling you that, but I just be like, look, I had to take a break
Right.
because I could scroll down TikTok and it's a lot of good, healthy, funny stuff
See,
on here with
no
knowledge on
sound.
here, but um, it's also a lot of draining stuff on here. Like it's very draining. And I think you got to be conscious of what you view and your algorithm because a lot of stuff that be on here can be draining to you to the point where it's just like it takes your energy. It ain't had nothing to do with you, but it drains you because it's like, wow, I can't believe that. And I think that's just with being knowledgeable of yourself and how you are as a person.
I hear you.
Wow, lots of info here. Um, but yeah, who agree with this is like when we talk, we're actually, if we want to think about it, we're talking to ourselves. Does that make sense to you?
No,
It
absolutely.
does.
I get
I
that.
I
It does.
I, I agree with that 110%. I mean,
I
one of the
think it went over
philosophies
my
I follow
head.
is that when you teach once, you learn twice. Because what you're saying is what me and some other coaches talk about. Sometimes when we're talking to other people, we're also talking to ourselves. I get exactly what you're saying.
Right. Because
Yeah.
what you say starts off as a thought. That's
Yeah.
internal.
To think about it is like sometimes it's like when I at this point is like an of awareness. It's like if I'm in a conversation where I really don't feel comfortable, I just to try to get involved, it's like, but I was just acting, right? So I realize it's like unless something is interesting or there are people where they're open. If I smell BS on a conversation, I need to remove myself, if you know what I mean.
You smell it?
Yeah.
I know the hot
And
pocket.
I can't say, but I really don't think anything I see or anything I might hear, especially on this app, it doesn't bother me. It
I
doesn't bother
feel
me.
you.
I learned years ago not to take everything personal.
Thank you. I'm about to mustache you for saying that.
So like,
That's my last mustache too. I only got
it's not
33 cents now. It's
necessarily.
over.
So and that's the thing. I think a lot of us, we definitely obviously, I don't think anybody's trying to take. Okay, I can't speak for everybody. I don't try to take everything personally, right? I try to be as objective as possible. But I will, through self awareness, admit that there are times where if I'm around people too much, hold up, listen to what I'm saying before you don't shake your head.
Oh no, I'm
Yes.
laughing at him with the mustache.
Uh, oh, him with the mustache. Okay, never mind.
They mustache you to death
With
tonight.
self awareness, I have to also acknowledge that because I am a social creature by nature, even though I am incredibly introverted, I still am affected by other people,
Yeah.
right? Other
You
people do affect me,
did you just
right?
say
There's
that you were
things that may
introverted?
affect me
She's not introverted.
very much. Like, I'm up here today. I have my
Uh,
extroverted moments.
See,
For the
intro,
most part,
extro.
I'm very quiet. Yeah, yeah, I got my moments. Um, but overall, like I said, like for me, it's more or less just I also have to admit to myself
mm.
that I am influenced by the people. Influenced by with purpose, right? I recently just purged my TikTok, which meant I unfollowed a lot of people either because either what they were putting out wasn't anything that I necessarily needed, it
Mhm.
was too much drama, or it was not where I'm trying to be at, right?
Right.
And I understand everybody on this app lately has been wanting to use the three F's, right? If it's not fucking feeding or financing you, then it doesn't matter. Well, that's cute. Okay.
The three what?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing when
Why is
it
she
comes to
so
that. Hold,
funny
hold
though?
up.
She
Listen to what I'm
said
saying though. The
the
three
three
F's,
F.
right? Everybody always out here talking about it. No, you're not unfollowed, hobo. I got you.
I just unfollowed some
but
people, and y'all know
but
them too.
for me,
Yeah.
right? To me, those three F's is the fucking floor, right? That's the fucking floor, right? If you ain't even congratulations, you made it to the floor by figuring that out, right?
Hmm.
Now I'm in a moment in my life where if it's not motivating me, right? It's not inspiring me, it's not pushing me to be better. I don't give a fuck about it, right? I'm gonna be one. I'm gonna keep it 100. If it is not doing those three things,
Me
I
too,
do not
shit.
care,
Yeah.
right? Those
Hey,
are the main three things right now.
one thing I'm gonna
That's
tell
it.
you, AJ, everything you said can be quantified in this statement. I taught this to my son at the age of 15. When you're around people, one or two things is happening. Either you changing them or they changing you. You
Yeah.
pick the destiny.
That part.
That's it. That
That
simple.
part.
True.
I'm gonna be coffee. That's it.
I
I'm
Right.
mean,
gonna be coffee.
I've never blocked a living soul on this app when most people said I should have. But I
I like this
guess
guy.
for me, it's a tactical response. I need to know
Hmm.
exactly what my enemy is doing. So without them knowing it, I know they stalk my page. I know it's a win-win situation for them.
You from military out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that intelligence really.
Yeah,
That,
I know some of
and I
that.
like how you said.
I'm government. I'm government as well. I recognize your lingo.
Mm.
Ah,
What about me? I am.
I I recognize
you
myself.
are
I cannot do that.
you
You know,
you
I,
are
I personally
cowboy.
I personally can't stay. It's like if somebody is my enemy, the world is big and large. They can go
That
somewhere. I can stay on my side. I'm not
I
interested.
do
Look,
think it do.
the way I
It
see it. Oh, go ahead.
And I was
Sorry,
just
kid.
saying because he's going back to because I that one hit home real heavy for me what he said about that, and that's why I be trying to, what I'm saying, that's why by me being a motivator, that's why I try to tell people, even though people gonna beat them anyways, but it's just something I had to learn that, I've been not taking things personal, what I'm saying, as much as I know how average human we do that and stuff, but it's like that's why I be trying to, let people. That's why I don't let people get to me. That's the only reason why I'm more forgiving and all type of stuff. That's why I talk about it, even though I got to talk about that tomorrow. And I'm on forgiveness part 9, right? Dang, I got to talk about that tomorrow. But that's why I say that most of the time it's just that's why I put in people's minds like most of the time it's just people projecting themselves on you. You know what I'm saying? They just projecting how they feel or certain little things, and it really ain't. It's not you. You not the problem. Like I tell myself, it ain't me. It's just them. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time it's just something how they feel, something internally that's with them. You know what I'm saying? So most
You
of the
know,
time
Kev,
that's why I don't
you
try to
know,
take anything personal.
For me,
Even if they sock
for
me in my
me,
jaw, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. It's like, of course it
yeah.
might whatever,
somebody
but
said in my
I try not
training,
to.
I found out that most people who despises you, they will mimic you at some point.
Yes, they do.
100%.
They
They do.
like
Well,
you,
1,000%.
they despise you as a person. So when we talk about friends, these people will friend you because they
Mm,
like what you represent, but they just don't like
yeah,
it coming from you.
right. They want to do it.
Look, all I'm gonna say is haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate. Fuck it. I don't care.
Absolutely.
You
well,
can hate
speaking of
me.
hating,
Sometimes
it's two hobos in here.
I really,
Don't hate
it's
us
like
because
when
you
people
ain't us.
are when people are resentful or jealous, I never understand that because if there is a person that I admire or I would
I
like
understand.
to do as good as they do, I ask the question, if they want to share. But the fact that I need to have animosity because a person does the work and have success, I never understood that part. You
I'm
know,
so I'm gonna tell you something. I'm so jealous of King and Nasir King, and I'm jealous because they've been in the military, and I wanted to go, and my mom told me I couldn't go. I wanted to be a police officer. I wanted to do something else with my life. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I wanted to fight crime. I wanted to be an investigator. I wanted to solve problems. I wanted to solve cases. That's what I wanted to do, and I
If
felt
it
but
like
I
I
have
is
a
couldn't
my
do it.
question.
mod,
I have a
But you are.
question. How young are you?
How young am I?
Yes. We're all young. I'm 53 years young. So go ahead.
I'm 57 young.
Yeah. Because,
can somebody
like
be
you
100
were
young?
saying, my mother didn't let me do
I
what
guess
came
so.
natural to me, right? Hey, I made fire today. Until there is breath, there is hope. So
What's wrong with
don't let
old?
So for
mom
me,
stop you.
Ain't nothing
Go
wrong
for
with
it.
oh, I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. That's what she was talking about being envy
Yeah,
and being
Right.
envy of
No, I was
a person. I mean, you don't understand it. I just my what I wanted to do in life. I see them that I'm envy or I'm jealous of them. It's just that I just wanted to do it.
right.
I just
See, one
yeah.
see,
drawback
I've
from
just
working in
learned to get
intelligence
tricked.
is this, that you tend to analyze everybody that you meet.
Mm-hmm.
Me
mhm.
personally, Nobiachi and I talk about this a lot. I always run social experiments on this app.
Yeah.
Facts. Same.
I
Yes.
always run them.
So,
That ain't even cool. You be
so
running social. That's not even
I,
cool.
I
That's
mean,
And
just funny.
to be fair, I can't say anything else. I can't really talk against it because I've done the same thing, right? Because I am working on my own little project here, that involves a lot of cultural illusions, and this app has been great for that. With all
oh,
the
Mm.
cultural illusions floating around here. They think people
It's
thinking it's legit and
it's
it's
a
not.
pro-
Like, what is you
it's a
doing?
proving ground for your theory on a grand scale at the end of the day. I mean, my thing, I'm an engineer by trade, so I'm known to set up obstacles and blow things up. So, Kevin, you've
Oh
seen me on
boy.
the
See?
TikTok. I get out
Yeah,
there,
we
I will
just
build something up and I will destroy it and build it back again. I'm an engineer by trade in the military. So that's what,
I'm a thermodynamics engineer.
So says
so,
Me,
and
everybody
That's why
at
y'all
the
like each other.
agenda. Kevin, why are you on TikTok? I would like to hear from Left or Learn.
you don't
What's
know
your
why by
agenda?
now.
What's your
You don't
agenda?
know by now. You
No,
don't
no,
know by
please.
now. So you been half watching me. I feel offended.
No,
I've been saying
I
it every.
thought this is what I thought. This is what I thought.
Now
This
I can
is
see
what
if
I
you
thought.
said
I
tell
thought
the
that you
people.
want to change society for the better. That's what I thought.
Oh, that's sad. That is
Yeah, I
sad.
know. So
She
help
about to
me out.
leave me soon. I told the people been here for a reason, so I'm talking to her. Like that.
Well,
But
I had a hidden agenda. When I first
I
came
do
on
want to.
here, I wanted to the only reason why I came on here because I was bored. I was on a short-term disability and I just came on here. I was bored. I said, I ain't got nothing else to do. So I said, let me see what this ticky tock is all about. Get on
Hmm.
here. Then I find myself the thing that I do because I minister. So what I do, I
In
end
the
up
hot pockets.
gravitating. I end up gravitating to those people in hot pockets. Yeah. And, I
I was a
gravitate.
pastor before.
Y'all ain't distract me. Stop it. So I gravitated to the first I don't know, it was a live that I went on and I was like, what is this all about? I'm like, what is this, and so the first night I was here, I ended up with 1,000 people following me. I said, all because I was just sitting in the box and talking about um inspirational things. I'm not going to say God because I don't know, people are people. So I just said,
Mhm.
and then I went from there. And then as I went along, learned the way of the TikTok, I found out that people are on here for some malicious reasons.
Mm.
So,
You, you, one thing I'm going to say, there's phases to friendship, right? The
hmm
first phase is observation. There's people that's going to just watch you, listen to
yeah,
you, what you do. And then the first step I think people miss because because social media said you get a friend request. The first
hmm
step is actually to befriend you.
hmm
Befriending you does not mean they want to be your friend. It means I'm testing out the waters. I'm trying to
right.
see where you
Mm.
at. And somewhere in this dialogue or this
hmm
conversation, what's gonna happen is you may allow me to get close and I might like you or I might not like you. Just depends. I'm waiting to see what's gonna make me go either way. And then
Let me tell
once you get through
see.
conflict, then you become a friend once you
hmm
sustain that connection. They've jumped the line from observation, befriending, and straight to friendship. So when I first meet somebody, nowhere in my mind am I thinking you're a friend. You observe me, now you befriending me. Let's see what's gonna happen from there.
You know,
facts.
I'm gonna tell
So
you something. Nasir,
So
he did a wang dang doozy on me. He has another page. I did not know, unknown to me. He had been following Eagle Eyes ever since I got on this page. I did not know that. That was last year. I didn't know that until the other night when he said, follow this page. He said, follow this page. He said, because I'm trying to build this account. So that I go back and I seriously, it said right after my birthday, 10/20/22. And I'm like, this but we're the best of friends now. I mean, because I guess he had been watching me and I've been going on different lives. I don't know. I don't know if he was watching me like that or I don't know. But I'm just saying that our friendship level has grown to another level because like you said, he was watching, he was watching, and then all of a sudden I said, I'm already his friend. What is he talking about? Befriend him. And I'm looking at it and I went all the way back into history and I was like, I sent him a message October in my birthday,
uh,
2022. But he was under this other name and I didn't even know. So I was like, wow. I said, you've been watching me.
and I think yeah. So for me, I mean, I originally I downloaded this app again, bored in the house bored. Um, but I can actually kind of talk about it now because my little vow of silence is finally over. I did at one point pick up a contract where I was going on here more or less just gathering consensus for certain things. Um, that's about all I'm gonna say. Um, so that's kind of what I was. So like for a job, part of my job was to be on here on different sides of here, listening to different things. Right. That's originally kind of how it started. Now I'm a very analytical person normally. Right. I'm always analyzing people and behavior. I can't turn that shit off. I can't turn that part of my brain off. Um,
Hmm.
and so
That's
it
a good
worked out
thing.
perfect.
And that's a
So I was
turnoff.
on here literally listening to everything. It actually, to be honest with you, it wasn't until I think it was like a month before I met Kev. No, maybe less than that. Maybe a couple weeks. I didn't come in boxes. I literally would slide into
Right.
lives and I would be hella quiet. And I would sit there and I would listen. I would sit there and I would
Yeah,
listen.
she
Sit there
said
and I would
she
listen. Sit
said
there
she
and
an
I would listen.
introvert.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't until I started coming up. You know what I mean? Because like the conversation, because it sucks when you're kind of on that side. And usually, for the most part, I'll stay in the comments. It just depends on what the conversation is. Right?
Mhm.
Like I'm very select on what that is. There's certain conversations I do not engage in here. Right? Like you will never catch me in one of them men versus women or women versus men lives. I think they are the dumbest things on the planet. You ain't never
Come
gonna
on.
see me in there. I
Men,
don't
women,
believe.
men, women, men.
Yeah, I don't
Right,
know. Like that
right.
is the
I
dumbest
think
thing.
it's a
We
pleasure of
human
being able to
beings
talk about it.
focus. We need to stop. Me personally, I feel like we need to stop focusing on men are better or women are better. We need to focus on being just good human beings. At the end of the day, let's just be good humans first off, and then we can separate from there. This is just
This,
me. Um,
majority of the time that's just around relationships, anyways. When they talk about that, so them just
yeah, and at the end
relationship
of the day,
lives.
all right.
Yeah.
Some of y'all
That's
just
all
need to
that is.
download Tinder. I said what I said.
You know,
Download Tinder. Do something.
AJ,
Just
I totally
mm,
agree with you that if you person, you can understand so much more that they're telling you.
facts. 1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
1,000%. So yeah, like I did my observation for a long time before I started talking to people and whatnot. Not so much with
Right.
Kev because I kind of came in. I think I asked him a question, and then that was it.
So
Couldn't get
AJ
me.
said exactly
Couldn't get
what I
me.
was
Something
saying,
about
right?
that.
So here's a fork in the road. I'm gonna just give you the whole thing, right? Observation, right? You look and then you make one or two choices. And both of them are B's. You're either gonna become or you're gonna befuddle. Those are two
Mm-hmm.
different attempts, right? Become means I want to become your friend. Befuddle means I'm about to fuck with you. I'm gonna disrupt your
Mm-hmm.
life, and people are gonna do that sometimes. And then
Oh,
if they choose to become, they can eventually become your friend, and then a sustained friend becomes a friendship, which means we're moving somewhere together in this relationship. But when you get on social media, a lot of people will come on here to befuddle you. They're simply there to be the word befuddle is, let me tell you what it is. It's called a troll. They're there to cause
Mm-hmm.
conflict, to mess with you every chance they get, challenge you
Facts.
with no intentions of growing into a long-standing relationship. You gotta know the difference by how they engage you from day one.
Right. That's
Because
called
they're going,
It's the way they
situational
talk.
awareness.
yes.
It's
All right.
the way they talk and what they're talking about, and that's the thing, right? Like so, when I'm sitting there and I slide into lives, and I've probably done that probably to some of y'all in here. You know what I mean? Like I'll give a follow every now and again, and I'll just sit there and I'll watch. Right? I'm not watching because I'm trying to watch you. I just may be trying to figure out a little bit more about you because just because you said two or three interesting things in a live don't mean that I actually know who the hell you are.
There we go.
Right? You just said some intriguing
There you
things
go.
in one or two lives. What else? What else do you have to offer? Right? So I'm gonna listen to what you say. I'm gonna listen to what lives you're going into, and so on and so forth. Because believe it or not, people reveal a lot about themselves, not even just in the way they talk, the way they carry themselves. I could see it in a video. I could see it in what you're talking about. I could hear it in what you're talking about and where you're at. All of
Yeah.
those
Mm-hmm.
things. I've
I
got a
do that
very
in
high attention
total.
to detail. I pay attention and observe everything.
I do that in total anonymity. I have a page that I use that I go in and nobody knows who it is, and I will just sit in the comment section and listen. But these are people who say that they're friends of mine. So you'd be surprised what I just found out by just doing that.
That part.
So after Tiziana go, I'm gonna try to see if I've been trying to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Tiziana.
No, I would like to hear why you're here.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
waiting? That's what I
forget.
was about to get to. I was about to get to that, right? I was just about to say that because
Okay.
I knew. So you, one of you was on there turning blue over there. She was holding her breath. You go. She was holding her breath. Okay.
I
So
actually have this
anyway,
30 minutes ago.
right.
Exactly.
So what I was on here? You want me to say how I started and all that, right? You want
Why
to put
you?
it out? Okay. Okay. How I started was a while ago. I used to have I did Vine a long time ago, so I used to do like funny videos. I try to do funny videos in little quick little 6 seconds and stuff. So later down the line, I just wanted later like I don't know what made me download TikTok, but I was like, you know what, I see you can make videos on here or something like that. So I said, let me start my funny videos back up. You know, something just to motivate myself, or I still was going through a little healing situations and all that. So I feel like everybody can use a laugh, and I could, you know what I'm saying, I don't mind making people laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that for a minute. Then at that time, my name was the Joker on here. You know what I'm saying? I used to spell it DAJAJHOKUR. It's just spell it like that. So did a bunch of whatever funny skits or whatever, something like that. And then eventually, like later down the line, I started doing like motivational type things and stuff. So later after that, once I started doing motivation and funny videos, that's when I started myself to laugh or learn. I just changed it that. Because I said you're going to either laugh or you're going to learn something from me or something like that, or you're going to learn to laugh at me, something like that. I made some corny stuff. But basically, so like I said, I was on here, and now I'm gonna talk about the live then, how I started doing lives and stuff. So when I first doing lives, I was just jumping in rooms just to. It was really to disagree with some people. You know what I'm saying? If I heard some BS, I was hopping in there like, what the heck is y'all talking about? But that started getting stressful. That's what it was. It started getting stressful. I'm like, bro. So that's when I've been learning. I had to learn the hard way on this app so much. I've been running to groups. Couple people done got me out my square and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. It was a learning process, the trial and error situation and stuff. So I realized that some people I just can't talk to on this app, and some people. So it's like, So I learned through that. So eventually, I think I ran into Kana, right? She got me because like I used to watch, and now it's time for now. Let's see my real friends now because I know I'm about to burn some people. So I'm a KS fan, right? I watched Kevin Samuels, right? Okay, let me see how many people in this room. Let's see them numbers drop yet. Hold up. Gonna give y'all a second to drop the numbers real quick. So I'm a Kevin Samuels fan. So I had because I see the message, I see deeper than what his delivery was, and it wasn't how everybody's trying. He made black women and all this stuff. It wasn't nothing about that. He actually first person that made it notice that everybody can be held accountable. That was his situation, but it's just he only blew up when he started talking about women. So I seen a room saying I dislike Kevin. What you're saying and stuff. People call fresh and fit too, whatever. But so I went in there. I went in there, which it was like clickbait. So she had that in there, and the next minute she was a fan of him. So she was tricking me. She tricked me, and I came in, and I was like, "Who?" So I liked how she was talking and stuff. So eventually, yeah, I just ended up following her, but I ain't paid her no mind after that. But I think I met her in another room, Nas room, and then all of a sudden, I started learning more about her, and I liked how she talking. And we got cool and all that stuff. So I used to hang in her lives for a little bit. And eventually, I felt like I had a voice too on certain situations. So that's why I did, because her stuff is more of holding women accountable because she a woman and all that stuff, and women still don't like her, whatever. Because that's why they say let a woman hold a woman accountable. They don't like that either. It's just at the end of the day, some people just don't want to get held accountable, man or woman. So eventually that's when I ended up branching off from her, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, let me try. She kicked it in here for a little bit with me when my junk was super dry. Bert, it was a few people. It was I don't know if y'all remember Gabe, man. He was all them, but all that junk changed. It was I don't know. So eventually, I started just kept doing my lives and stuff. So and then that's where I end up at. You know what I'm saying? That's where I end up at after that. But I do before. Now I don't want to address this comment. That's another one I've been holding for the longest, man. What Hobo said a long time ago. I'm like 32 messages behind on that one because I kept it right on there. It's on this page. On the other one, I see the other thing. But so Hobo had put down. You put down. Envy is just a confirmation that you own your ish. I think it's the opposite for me. For me, is I feel like that's the opposite, man. Because like if you envious of something, that means you lacking, or it's like another form of jealous. It's basically being jealous of something that you're not either related to. I mean, yes, something like that. So it's just you basically. It's like a low confidence thing in a way. If you put it in that way, it's like basically like why this person got it and I don't get it type situation. So it's like you should have said. I would say that is not on your ish, but you said it's on your ish. I'm saying the opposite. I think it's a confirmation that you're not on it. That means you got to do better or something like that.
I
You know what
think
I'm
what
saying?
she's saying though is that if somebody's envious of you, then you're on your shit, not
Oh,
you being envious of somebody else.
oh,
So like if I were envious of you, that means that you're on point, right? You're doing something that I want. You know what I
oh.
mean?
That was so broad.
Not
I
the other
guess.
way.
I
You
guess we
good?
use the envies of you, or if somebody envy me. Okay, I get it. 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 Boy, I had that.
Yeah, that's what
I
she's
had
talking
that
about.
held in all this time all with for the last
You
30
know,
minutes.
He was holding it in and
talking
he
about
didn't make sense.
envy, it's like I just would like to share, what I start to believe. I believe firmly now that we are people of energy, right? And I believe firmly that either I can choose to draw from positive or negative. Thank you. Um, and with that said, it's like I every morning, it's like I trying to wake up in a state of grace and understand that I'm imperfect. I'm not immune from mistake or learning lesson, but I'm humble, like truly it's hard to have an argument with me because even in my surrounding, I avoid it at all costs.
Hmm.
So as long as I stay in the positive energy, I'm going to have a positive outcome. And it's so crucial to me to always stay in my present because it's either the past or in the future. And every time that um, I act that way, stay too stuck, or the future or the past, it was either depression or anxiety. And to finish one day being in my present, that's a tough one, but I did it.
Hmm. So I want to see. Hold up, I just see something going down in this chat. I got to see if I'm reading this wrong. Now let me see. So I actually like the what Queen said. That's why I had to follow her after she said that. Though I generally love people, and that's how I am right now too. I'm most definitely like that. That's actually I feel that. So, did she probably like, okay, we on the same team? It's like, no. But what I'm trying to see what did you disagree on that part? No, what was the part you had disagreed on? Because she said two things. I couldn't tell which part did you disagree on. OC in the building. What's the deal, man? What's the
But
part you got that's so funny. I never seen that
Envy is
hand.
like
The type of,
is like envy, resentment, all those feelings, they're low vibration, is like they're negative. Every time that you live in those feelings, it's physically bad and it's in your daily living, it's not gonna be a positive outcome.
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So
I think for me, I'm just one of those people. I want to see everybody win. I ain't got
Right.
time, right?
Well,
I'm not gonna say that I've never felt envious or jealous of another person. No, I have,
Yes.
right? But again, it's how you manage that, right? Because to sit there and say that I've never experienced that or I don't have those feelings is false, right?
no,
I'm gonna keep it a buck and I'm gonna keep it very human and very honest. That's full. That's bullshit, right? Bullshit, bullshit. I have felt those things, right? But it's how I feel. I can either let that consume me and I could become that hateful, envious bitch, or I can just be like, you know what? Let me go figure out what they're doing that's got me feeling that type of way. right? What is it that they're doing, right? So if it's somebody who, I don't know, say I'm working, right? And they just do work better than I do, and I'm envious of that. Let me go figure out what they're doing so then maybe we both can be winning in that regard. Go figure it out that way. Or let me get clever, right? That's all that is. And when you know, I'm sitting there and we sitting here, we talking about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is that. You gotta have that. You can't just sit there and just be like, oh no, I don't ever experience this and that. Like we need to also stop villainizing shit. Like certain feelings are gonna happen. You're gonna feel envious. You're gonna
Yeah,
feel resentful or whatever towards somebody. It's gonna happen. It's just how you deal with it.
okay. Envy, what I think when you say envy is like somebody has something and I want it, right? I'm
That would
envious
be,
of
yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, is like, me personally, is like you can come with a Ferrari, I have a friend, is like I'm not going to desire this stuff because at this point of my life, I'm not talking about young age or imbalance, but as today, I really believe that. I mean, once and maybe because I'm older, it's like once I'm out of this
Good looks.
experience, nothing, it will follow me,
You
So
got
to
too much
me,
money for me. You got too much money
no,
for me.
truly. But yes, it's like I just want to learn more. I want to become wise, understand how to, you know, myself and others.
I just thought about what you said.
Yeah.
Come on
Exactly.
up,
I
come
think
on
that's
up,
the
hobo. We
whole
could take
part
two
of it.
hobos up here.
Don't hate us because you ain't us,
You
dog.
ain't
Like,
that
come on now.
little head
Look,
and
okay,
little
look. Out
head.
of anybody,
Little
out of anybody to be compared to or mistaken for on this app, that's an honor right there. Just saying.
Ooh.
Now, before she come up here and yell at me, she's like, "Andrew, don't give me no damn compliment." Like, not a compliment, but I'm just saying. This it's not a bad comparison. Just
Yeah,
saying.
come on up, hobo. That's one of the ones. And I like when her husband coming up here too, man. They give me some
Both
good
of
questions.
them.
I love it. They
Of
make my
course.
brain work.
I like both of them.
You
Like I love
try
both of
sitting on.
them.
Look, hey
I
We
like
so
two of
guys.
my favorite
different, dog.
people.
It's so funny. I be on this app looking in their pages and too. Just be seeing the rooms. It's funny. They be in the rooms that I don't go in. In the rooms I don't go in, they don't go. That's it's funny though. But I realize it's just it's funny though. It's funny to me. I'm like, what the heck? I'm not saying I don't go in the room, but I could tell a lot. That's why I be putting them eyeballs in. I see what type of room y'all in. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing why. Because usually it be the because like I noticed that like the rooms. The rooms, because I mess with all the rooms low key, but I'm just saying I noticed that it's some people that don't mess with the other people rooms that goes against each other. But then it's weird. It's weird how they explain it though. But I be seeing everything.
Well, I think a lot of that, I mean, for
Explains a
me, I
lot.
can honestly say that just has to do with my own limitations and my own self-awareness to knowing my limitations. I only got so much patience for certain things, right? Patience also, right? But I think part
You
of
have to
growing up
learn to have
is you
patience.
gotta
I
learn
mean,
that.
I had to learn that today. I've been
Yeah,
told to learn to have patience. You
Got
have
to.
to. Long suffering. You have to be patient. You have to be
yes.
able to, when they have to meet you, you might be well advanced and you might have to go back to reach someone to bring them to where you are.
Oh, no, for
Yeah.
sure.
Gotta have
But I
patience.
think
You
that
just have to.
has to do with intention, right? There's certain people I ain't even trying to go back for, right? It ain't worth it for me. And that's just me being honest, right?
And
Certain things,
that's
yeah, if I have all
that's
the intention, if I have all the intention of like, say, bringing somebody to the, trying to inspire somebody to, okay, let's move more in a good way, so on and so forth, then yeah, absolutely. I will have patience for that. But
But we
not
are all
everybody
assigned to
can have my
someone in
patience.
life. There's all you
Yeah,
are a big sister to someone that's out here, and someone
of
is going
course.
to glean from you. You just have to.
100%.
You don't. You never know whenever you're going to be put in a spot where that you have to shine your light to that individual. You have to just, I don't know. I
No, I
I,
agree.
can I help
I
you?
agree with you.
Uh,
I agree
AJ,
with you.
can I ask you a question? It's like,
Go for it.
because sometimes when I hear you, it's like, I really, admire you, you're very, it's like, you did a lot of work, right? The way you talk. The
Yeah.
same times when you're like so cut, it's like this, it's like I raised 5 children and unconditional love and patience and it's like still today, if they mess up, in my capability, I'll do the best. It's born in me, so maybe that's what she was trying to say. You want to have people that you love, you need to have extra patience because there is more
Gotcha.
connection
100%.
than that. That's all.
Tolerance.
Yeah, yeah, and that's
Tolerance bars.
exactly what
Everybody
I'm
got different
saying.
tolerance.
So what I'm saying is, right, I'm the type of person where I only have so many, say, spoons, right, for so many people. I cannot
Yeah.
give that to everybody, right? That's my own
You're not
No.
limitation. I do
supposed
not have
to.
patience like that, right? Some people I do not have the patience for. Absolutely not.
That's why she said
Cannot,
the
will not,
important
will
ones.
not deal with it. Nope, not gonna happen. But if it's somebody that I love and I truly care about, yeah,
Right.
I can be the most patient person, and I will give you 5 million chances, especially if I see that you're trying,
If you
right? And
trying
that's the
right.
only thing I
Exactly.
ask. If you try, if you stop trying, I can't care more than you,
Hey,
right?
I
You
That
literally
got that
just
will
said that
right.
in the live
stop to
earlier.
100%.
One of
70%,
them live.
right?
I'm not about to
100%.
But the
help
one
nobody that ain't trying to
thing,
help
the one
themselves. I'm
thing,
done with that.
right? One thing that's for me, right? One thing that I get complimented on the most about or asked most, man, AJ, you got to teach me this, is
The
also my
small
greatest
head.
detriment, right?
It's what?
No, it's that switch, right? That I can, that give a shit switch, right? I
Mm.
can care to the depths of my soul, meaning I will, if I need to, unalive for you, I am that person, right? Okay, don't worry about it. I will sacrifice myself. And in an instant, I can hit that switch and not care anything. Do not care what happens to you. Don't care. Absolutely not. It is my strength, but it is also a tremendous weakness because there are times I've hit that switch and I hit that switch too early and I
Mm.
lose out, right? But again, that has to do with me being self aware and understanding that. That's why I say, like, I only have patience for so many things. I can't have
Hmm.
patience for everything because there's only so much that I can give. I can't give it to everybody. And so I got to be I got to protect the same. I can't sacrifice
Right.
and trying to save something else. It
And
doesn't
there
make
is a
sense.
saying, which is, I believe is true, is like, you cannot give all of yourself to somebody because you end
No.
up losing yourself by doing
Right.
that. So
Right.
always make sure that there is enough water for you to carry your own self. So,
I
but
always
Oh,
say
I
that if
really
your
like how
stuff
you
ain't
think.
intact, you can't give anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm only most of the stuff I'm giving is pouring over the extras that I got. First, I got to make sure I'm there. I'm not about to give anything extra that I can't even afford myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I that's why I be saying that it depend on who it is. Just like she was saying too. Like, of course you can't. I don't think nobody in this world who the heck built for to do that for every last person. That'd be crazy anyways. Like, no, you shouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't recommend trying to give every last person patience. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? But okay, like depending on the situation, what you being patient for, that's what that depend on. But I guess we talking about just helping out somebody and stuff. And like I already said, my junk got thin, especially now. Like I said, and I've been this just recently started hurting. I mean, happening like through my process and me doing what I'm doing every day. What up, well, not every day, but every time y'all see me on here, what I be doing and stuff is like I be learning that it's just some people that they set in their ways and what they believe in, and I'm done type helping them. You know what I'm saying? I it's getting to a point that I'm not about to argue somebody else's mentality and stuff. It's just pointless. Some people come in here, they just want to hear whatever they want to hear, and if you know what I'm saying, but they gonna stick to what they gonna stick 10 toes or whatever they believe in. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not about to keep on talking. I'm gonna let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And then I just, and it's obvious they don't want to get helped in that situation. I'm gonna let them learn the hard way, or I'm gonna learn hard. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be with just some people. So I learned I can't never force. I learned like that. All this stuff happened within a month. I learned I can't force my mentality, which I've been noticed I was doing. Force my mentality on people and stuff. No matter how passionate I get and stuff, I gotta stop. I was stopping. I had stopped doing that or whatever. Um, and realize like I've been realized that everybody's emotions is different, and like I always say, don't take things personal. So I can't really take anything personal on certain situations, even if we was friends and stuff and people want to split up or stuff like that. It is what it is, because I know everybody has different levels, everybody has different reasons. Like back into the topic and stuff, everybody got their reasons why they kicking it with you, they got their reasons why they want to separate with you and all that stuff too. So I mean, everybody got their piece out, and that's it is what it is. That's what life it is. Life be life, So
That's the definition of friendship. The definition of friendship is what two people can get out of a situation. That is the definition. So the thing is that, yeah, everybody has a motive as to why they're friends with you,
yeah.
right? But it's up to you as the individual, right, to figure out what your motivation is to be friends with that person. And if you know their motivation, whether or not they're for you or they're not, that's it,
In
right?
my
There's certain
humble
people who want to be
opinion,
friends
though,
with me.
in my
Go ahead.
humble opinion, though, there are friendship. It's like I have maybe two, and I'm 53 years young, remember? So there are my true friend. We live in different state, but the time that we meet is like we just catch up what happened yesterday, and we really have the best of consideration, and we listen to what we have been up to, nothing more than pure enjoyment of exchanging of energy. So
Well, yeah, that's what it is. It's an exchange, And that's the thing that I'm saying. Like, really, at the end of the day, and maybe that's just me. I've learned, and I've had to learn this the hard way in life. Sometimes you just have to let people lay in that bed. They need to lay
This
in the bed that
hobo
they made,
watch
right?
and don't cheat.
So, so like,
I know
for
it.
example, right? I try to move in a good way no matter who you are, right? Despite what people do to me, so on and so forth. I try to come at it with the most respect, because at the end of the day, to me, that's my character, right? When we talk about character is what you're doing when nobody's watching you, right? That's how you know somebody's true character. That is
Mm-hmm.
how I am, right? I am the same person I am on this app that I am off this app. Maybe the only difference is Kev will probably tell you, because he's been in the Discord, I probably sing a lot more while I do stuff versus when I'm on here and
Boy,
I'm just
man, that
quiet.
junk is so say no fucking.
Wait, AJ
You
be
better
saying
stop. Yeah,
She be doing
I'll
her
be over
thing.
there
She be
just like,
like, I keep forgetting we're not in love. Say no.
you better stop.
Like that.
I'll be on the Discord just over there just doing stuff, singing around, playing around. And that's about it. You know what I mean? But I'm the same person, right? Not a
Yeah.
lot changes about me, right? I may be more censored on here because we all kind of got to be. But other than that, I'm the same person. So with that being said, right, when it comes to other people, I had to learn not to lay in those beds, which meant what other people's perceptions of me ain't got nothing to do with me. That's everything to do with them. And if you have an issue with me to the point that you need to block me or unfriend me or run my name, come talk to me, it ain't got shit to do with me neither. That got everything to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right?
had
Because I
some,
make it very easy to come tell me stuff. So talk to me.
AJ, I have something to say about that. I was born in 1969, so it was maybe 1996 when it came the internet, and therefore Facebook and so on, right? So about 10 years
Mhm.
ago, I start to see something almost like gossip. Is like, I'm no longer following that. I block that. It was like drama on the internet, you know, and so I just use Facebook because there is my kid's picture, and now they're adult, and it's sentimental. And sometimes I put post where I can, let my friend know what I'm up to, you know. But I just, it's like a person will, whatever the energy is, that's what they're gonna use. So Facebook, TikTok, drama, I'm out, I already had too
So,
much in my life.
you
And that's
know, I've met people on this app that, after talking to them, and I realized they were struggling. Absolutely, I met these people. A few of them had families. I knew they were struggling. So after about maybe 6 or 7 months, I loaned them some money, one to the tune of $500 and some more. But it was not what me loaning them money; it was what they did afterwards. They launched a smear
Mm-hmm.
campaign against me, and they stopped talking to me.
Yep.
And that's to the thing. I'm a person that keeps detailed receipts. So I let them go on with their smear campaign, and then I posted the receipts.
Mm.
They took their accounts down. I wasn't
Oh
gonna say a
my.
word.
And all because they don't
I'll
know how
put
to
it.
say thank you, huh? It's
I'll put it this
incredible.
way. I'll put it this way for me. I understand that everybody got receipts. I ain't gonna sit there in the front and be like, I don't have receipts. I do. I'll tell you why I don't ever post them, and I'll be 100% honest. If we are friends, right, or you consider yourself friends, you consider yourself close to me, I shouldn't have to keep receipts as to what you said, right? Because at the end of the
Mm.
day, I know what happened, and I know what really went down, and you know what really went down, right? And I could easily release those. That's not a problem. But at the
I keep
same
receipts
time,
on the
that's
government.
doing too fucking much. If I
I
have
keep
to
receipts on
document
the
every
government.
conversation, meaning I got to record the conversation, I got to keep every damn text message, I got to keep that is so much mental stress and
Not
mental
for me.
energy I could be putting into other shit, right?
Not for
There are
me.
so many things in this life I want to go do. I ain't got time for all that.
That's
You know
not
what
for
I'm
me.
saying?
Not for me.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't. It
No, I know.
doesn't drain me
I
at
get it.
all.
It was for them, but I'm just like, bruh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I
Okay,
don't
I
feel
think I can
like
get both. I was just
people
about
need to
to
be doing
go
that.
lean towards what AJ was saying too, because I was about to say it might have something. I think to a certain extent, and I feel you on that. I think to a certain extent, it is to you already had like some type of disconnect with that person to end up keeping like receipts and stuff. It's like, dang, what the heck? You talk like this? This when you get caught off guard. Then that's when you gotta, that's when you got. Alright, so just in case you want to stay there with me, and I get with you on your end, you get to see
Mm-mm.
how this went. You know what I'm saying? Let me break it down. You know what I'm saying? Let you know that it wasn't me.
Right.
Because I still got receipts.
No,
I
I mean
just
what
ain't
I'm
cashed
saying
in on
is
them.
that if
I have receipts. Trust me. About things on this
same
app, I have receipts. And
I
I'm just
keep.
waiting.
I keep receipts on the government like they keep them on me.
that
I
part,
know that's
right?
right.
Like I will keep receipts on certain things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit there in front and be like, I don't keep receipts. I do.
Y'all
I have
should
my
see
moments
what
that I
I'm
do,
doing right now. I
but
am going through
I'm
some stuff
not
from
trying to do all that.
1998, 99, and I was like, do I supposed to keep this stuff? Because I'm really finna get rid of it.
See, my thing is when I keep
Cause I'll be
receipts,
honest. I
I
keep
want
it.
you to know that I
I'll
may
keep it
be a
100
part
with
of
you.
your horror story, but I want you to know what chapter you created this
Oh,
monster in.
here's my thing though. Here's my thing when it comes to that. If somebody wants to go out there and tell somebody that I'm the most evil person on the planet, believe them. And
She
I'm
is
gonna
the
tell you
most
why.
evil. Watch out, y'all.
Because I was good. Because believe it or not, right? There are two different stories most people will tell you. Either I'm the villain of all villains, or I'm a good person. Believe both of them because I treat people one accordingly. And two, those people who told you I was a villain, two, oh, I was good to them too, but they ain't gonna tell you that.
No.
They ain't ever gonna tell you that. So therefore, again, ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna keep it moving because I know who the fuck I am. Nobody is gonna tell AJ who AJ is. AJ already knows who AJ is,
Why you keep
right?
pointing at
And
her?
if by the time it even gets back to me, it's usually something so ridiculous that I end up laughing about it anyway. I'm like, they said what? Oh, okay. I
Word.
got three heads now. Oh, that's cool. Three heads.
Though I like to think as human being, as people, we're like diamonds, right?
Let's
It depends
go.
on which side you see us. That's the side we're gonna reflect, right?
Some people turn to cold.
I got bigger fish. AJ
Right.
just got bigger fish to fry. That's all AJ's
Some
saying.
people be breaking before
I
they
got
even
bigger
turn
fish
to
to
a
fry
diamond.
than people on the internet. If you're one of those people on the internet, I gotta hold receipts to on everything you do.
what? What?
Yo ass is blocked. I don't got time for that.
Hmm.
Queen,
Right? I
Queen
don't want
Speak. What
nothing
she
to do
said?
with
7
you. I don't
years.
want to deal with you.
Just keep it 7 years.
Yeah, you're supposed to keep that stuff for 7 years.
Where you
Yep.
at? Box.
So I want to
With
go
the
I
back.
know that's a
IRS,
nice
it's
side to me,
3 years.
but I
They
want
can
you to
go
know
back
that
3
the
years
other side
with
of
the
me is
IRS.
just as extreme.
No, but you want to keep all your records 7 years and then destroy them.
Okay, so okay, all right. I'm gonna just
Unless you're me and you do government contracts and you got to keep things like 10 years plus sometimes. Because you got to
10.
do it just
No,
depends. It depends on what you're doing. Some of my contracts to get certain things or get certain clearances, I got to
y'all
run
see
through
what I'm
different
doing?
checks and I may
I'm
need 10
creating
years
a
of stuff.
mess. I'm
Oh,
getting
okay.
rid of this stuff. I went in
Yeah.
my storage
But-
and I'm just throwing it out. I'm finna go shred it tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Yeah. But most stuff you can keep 7. But yeah, I have like 10 years worth
It's
of,
everywhere.
10 plus years worth of stuff just because depending on what I'm doing. Unless it's taxes, yeah. That's usually the stuff that I need for like 10 years though.
Okay, this is old. Let's think through
Make you block me.
I don't block people, but I will 100.
wow, that sounds
One of my
so
favorite people.
lion-like. Wow.
Better.
I wanted to go back to what well, that was a long time ago though, but I think AJ was talking about people acting different in different rooms, right? Something like that. That's the reason why I am the way I am, right? Because I gotta speak my mind no matter what, because like you can't be shocked when you see me talking different in another room, the side that you haven't seen. That's why I talk about everything in my room, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes I catch people off guard because I don't get to talk about everything. I ain't like I talk about my whole life. But when certain topics come up, they like, I didn't know you support that, or I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, whatever. That's why I try to talk about every last thing. It's just like seeing what y'all just seen what I did earlier with the KS. That's why I'm trying to make sure I eliminate my friends real quick. You know what I'm saying? What you said, you know what I'm saying? But stuff like that because it's like I say, I'm a big facts over feeling type person. That's like really my main situation
Kev, I
for
don't
real.
even know who that is, but I gotta unfollow you now.
Hey,
I'm just kidding. I don't even know
when
who
you
the hell
go to
Kevin
these
Samuels
live, hey
is.
man, when
Continue.
the next time
Huh?
you go in these lives, invite me.
That part.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yes, but that's what I'm saying. I'll be saying everything about myself, so they can't be caught off guard. Like, hey, he acting faked over there, and this, no. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like the thing, because a lot of times why people get caught being fake is because they're trying to adjust and to their, to their crowd to please them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type that I'm not trying to please everybody. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm gonna talk about what
That's
I talk about. It's either you agree with it or not. That's all it is. But I just can't sit there and protect your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You already know my saying, AJ. I'm not here to protect your little feelings because we all need some healing. I'm here to protect you from long-term miseries because so it can be all left back in history, right? So my thing is like
Come on, what
I
you're
gotta
saying
speak on what I gotta
basically
speak
that's an
on. So
issue, not an it's me.
it's me. Like, nah, right.
And pick friends, they're different from, it's like actually real life friends, right? Because
Yeah.
doesn't it happen to
Okay.
you? It's like, for
I mean, they're kind of the
example,
same.
I
Uh-uh.
have a friend that I know since 2004, right?
Mhm.
And until 2016, I had no problem with her at all. But then the problem that subsists, it was too big to overlook. And for the
Yeah.
longest, I was battling cutting her off because I was thinking about the good time that we had together. And she was really a good
Mhm.
friend at one point. So what
It's
would you
called
do?
I'm gonna tell you, it's called a bullshit factor. If you have more bullshit than you're positive in what you were bringing to me, you get cut off. That's anything in life, whether that is people, whether that is a situation. If there is more bullshit involved, I am not dealing with it. Get them scissors out. If I have to sit there and justify somebody's terrible behavior towards me as being like, oh, okay, I'll give everybody maybe once, right? But to me, there's nothing that can justify anybody being an asshole, period. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care whether, you know what I mean? And I'm one of those people who, I'll give you an example. I'm in pain on a scale of 1 to 10, probably about a 20, about 24 hours a day, most of the time. I don't take that out on
The
anybody.
plot twist.
I don't,
But look,
right? And that's like
you just
But
just,
did
that's
what I be
now,
talking about.
yeah.
You just
But
said
that's
I,
not.
right? You said I. So the thing is, that's why I be saying people be saying I a lot, but you can't put your like
I'm
your
using myself as an example.
yeah, I feel you said, but I wouldn't do. I know those people like saying that a lot though, because you said I wouldn't do it or something like that. But you got to
No.
realize that other people would do it, even though you pick who you. I'm just
What
saying
I'm
what you. I'll just
saying
let you.
is
What you
I would do, right? Which was the question. I'm going to
Yeah.
answer in that regard. So if that was the question, what would you do in that situation? I'm telling you, for me, it's a bullshit factor. If I have to justify some bullshit, I'm cutting you off. Because at the end of
But
the day, you have one time for me to have to explain one time that I will let something slide. But other than that, there is no justification to treating anybody like an asshole. I don't care what the circumstances are.
mm,
Be an adult, go take your break, go do what you need to do, go put yourself in timeout. I do not care. Go write about it, go talk to a therapist, go do something. You have adult money. Stop sitting over here buying Legos. Go handle your shit. Just gonna say what I need to say. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead. I think Hobo had something to say. What's up, Hobo?
I did.
you know,
Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Well, like, so my question for me, the determining factor would be, did they come up and apologize and admit to the thing that they did wrong? Or am I just over here coming up with their apology for them? Because if that's the case, then you gotta cut that out. But like, if they realize that like what they did was kind of shit and like, hey, my bad, I know we've been friends and I shouldn't have took that out on you, then like, yeah, for me, that's we can forgive that. We can move past it.
it depends on
Okay.
the
So
type of character
I
you
need
is.
to be a
Everybody
little
different.
bit more specific because I see where it's going. But let me be more specific. It's like it was for a political affiliation. But the political affiliation that happened 2016, when I realized what she voted, it came part of her character that I didn't see it because I didn't experience. So it was more a moral thing. Do you understand what I mean? It's like, if you do this, it means that I no longer see you. I see you a person that I don't want to associate anymore. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
everything I believe about you, you prove me that it was just in my mind. You were never that person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
I feel
I
you on
get it. I get it, T.
Okay.
Think.
I
Yeah,
get
I
it.
think sometimes people tend to okay, best way to word this. Hold on. So people like they have different versions of themselves that they allow around certain people. And I think that back in the
I think
time that you're
everybody do that.
talking about, that political affiliation, that kind of spread into so much that like the version of themselves that they were being around you kind of disappeared entirely and became this other. So like in that way, I don't think that it would be wrong because they were technically hiding a huge piece of themselves from you in order to keep the relationship. Now
But
that it's out,
Yeah.
if it costs the relationship, it does.
Yes.
mm, I think for
It's
me,
almost
Everybody.
like those friends that until they have an interest in you, they're your best friend, right?
Yeah,
I
you
think
got to be
And then
Right.
careful
looking
with.
back, you understand is like, oh, I see now. And that is my growth. It's not like I'm resentful, but I see so many truths that before I was just like this, you
well, and
know?
that's the thing.
What's the deal, Big Straw?
Hindsight's always going to be 20/20 in any situation, right? When you look back, it's always going to seem clearer than when you were actually going through it. That's just life. The other thing too, not everybody is destined to be in your life till the day you're no longer on this planet,
Right.
right? That's just first and foremost, right? You
Nobody.
could be I've had friends that I've had for 20 years that I'm not friends with today now, right? It didn't mean that they're a terrible person. No, we just grew very far apart and we are not the same people,
Hmm.
right? You
Yeah.
knew me when I was a kid and I was unhealed, boatload of shit. And now I am almost 31 and dealing with different shit, right? I'm a different person. I'm not the same that I was when we were 10 or
Hmm.
12 or whatever,
Right.
right? That's normal. That's life. I don't care how long I've known you. I don't care whether I've known you on life, in real life, or I've known you on this app, right? Because if we're being 100% honest, there's people on this app that I am closer to than I am with people in my real life,
Oh.
right? That doesn't mean that I'm a fake person. It just means that it was easier for me to open up to people on this app than it was for me to open up to people that I've known in real life. I've had more support, right, in things that I want to do and me being myself and so on and so forth, and really pushing for my own healing. I've had more support on this app than I have with people in my real life, if we're being 100% honest. And the part of that is because not a lot of people like change. People do not like change.
Right.
If we're being 100% honest, people don't like change. And the moment you start changing and fixing and moving yourself to the better, that's when people start trying to drag you right back. Oh, you think you're too good?
But no,
Oh,
they
you think
come
you're
out the
too good now?
woodwork, girl. They just like roaches. They just come out. They was hidden.
There's crabs in a bucket. There's crabs in
But
a
you know
bucket.
what, ladies, I really, it's like I really like what you're saying, AJ. But always when I go left or learn, it's always good, and that's why I'm in
Mm.
your lives. I don't have
Hey,
a subscription, but I really enjoy, it's like
so nothing made you
the
sweat yet in here, huh?
mentally stimulating, is
You're
like
welcome.
because you
Right.
hear a lot of nonsense and I feel sometimes when I see TikTok or society, it's almost like we're all heading towards the ditch and everybody is so busy fighting each other that we don't see where we're heading. That conversation is where make people think.
Mm-hmm. 6'4", you up? I just
Hmm.
thought about that, man. This boy ain't no way he got to be slick. He don't stay quiet that long.
You've been way too quiet. I was gonna say, you've
Not
been
when
way
it
too
come to
quiet.
him. No, no, no. Yeah, it's official. Hey, I'm now he's part of the fam now. For sure, for sure now. Anybody fall asleep in my life?
Maybe it's
Tell
trying
us.
passive aggression. Are you
Let
there?
me go ahead. Go ahead and give him a favor, you know what I'm saying? Because I know. Go ahead and lay him down, you know. But yeah, yeah, man. I forgot what I was about to say. It was something about I was
You
about
know,
to say.
when I started the TikTok, right? I just had surgery, back surgery, right? So I was in bed. And then they go with the algorithm. And I was really looking for, it's like that incentive to want to change, inspiration, whatever you want to call, right? But when
Hmm.
I put the title, I wrote down this when I created account. Middle-aged woman searching for peace and love. And
Mm.
and it's happening, because from when I opened the account to today, I'm evolving. I'm in a constant evolution, so I'm a baby for so many things, right? So, but that's why I like the connection with people on TikTok, like AJ said, it's like where sometimes you think stuff and you don't say it around your surrounding for fear to be judged. But then when I hear people saying my same thought on TikTok out loud, they give me courage to go and
Hmm.
say it out loud in society. So I try to keep it balanced, I try to have a life, and this is like taking a college class.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I supposed to be, man. We all gotta work that
All I'm gonna say
brain.
is y'all just be careful in the TikTok university. There's a lot of phony professors out there. They're gonna teach you some very not so good things.
Mm.
Um, I run into them constantly on
I
this
mean, you
app.
could say
That's why
my
I don't go
name,
into many
dang.
live rooms no more.
Say,
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know.
fuck
I
it.
didn't know you
Nah,
graduated
I
from the
know. I'm
TikTok
talking to. I'm
university.
talking to. Let me not let them. They was like, hold up.
I'm talking about the yeah, I got a degree in psychology and I think you're a
Boy,
narcissist. I'm
we
talking
done ran
about
into
them.
that so much.
Okay. Two different fields of practice, but all right. I see you. Um,
Laugh, are you sleepy? Your eyes look heavy.
Who that?
You?
You.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
nah, he
I
just
don't
looks
know.
like that.
I'm good for the moment.
Nah, he's trying not to steam up his window glasses. That's all.
You know, they gotta tuck them boys in. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta tuck them in at night. You know what I mean? They getting a little tired.
Yeah,
I'm
I
good though.
only I only believe that two of the
You
people
are
on
a
TikTok
loose
who claim
cannon.
to be psychiatrists actually are. Like I only think that there's
Facts.
two.
Who?
And it's because
Facts.
I've seen them in their office with their degrees behind them doing their job. But like anybody else, I do not believe you.
That part.
I don't believe you.
Well, not everybody who also goes to school for that becomes one of those either. Like,
It's
Mm,
true.
you know what I mean? Like, I gotta tell people that all the time. Just because you went to school for it does not make you a licensed anything.
It's
Number one. Like, there's people like me who went and studied because, oh, I wanted to be a psychiatrist. I studied because, one, I wanted to, one, understand myself, and two, human beings are intellectually like, I'm curious. I don't, my brain works
I'm
very different,
curious.
and I want to
Yeah.
figure out why you do what you do.
Can I ask a really weird question that me and Midnight we've been stuck on for like a very long time, and I'm just my brain works stupid. Okay, so you know how like adrenaline, right? In fight or flight, you get hit with adrenaline, and that's what gives you the ability to run or to fight through whatever pain that you're feeling, and then you don't notice the pain until after the fact, right?
Hmm.
Cool, cool,
Hmm.
cool, cool, cool. So in
right.
those situations, when you get hit with a bullet.
Pew,
99% of people who were hit with a bullet who did not expect to be hit with a bullet did not know that they were hit with the bullet. Why is that? I want to like crack into the brain and see why
thought you
you
just
just
said
didn't
adrenaline.
register it.
Didn't
You
you
believe
say it
that they
already?
didn't feel it? It's
Yeah,
like
like they don't feel
they
it.
was not looking in the future, therefore they were living the present, so they were not having the experience. You're making me go, oh my
Huh?
God, I'm gonna have a headache. No,
I'm
I'm
it's
telling
confused.
you,
thinking
What?
too
but like
much.
if it's a one-on-one, like if you were looking at the person, you still have the same adrenaline. But if you're aware that it was if you're aware that it was fired at you, you feel it. But if you weren't expecting to get hit, you don't feel it at all. And I just think that that is absolutely fascinating. And but yeah, anyway, sorry guys, go ahead.
No, it just has to do with the shock factor. It's the same
Mm.
thing like when people are impaled without realizing that they've been impaled, they don't feel it right away until your brain recognizes that. You know what I mean? And it
They
also has to
did.
do with receptors.
They did say the brain reacts and
Mm-hmm.
something. Second, I just
It's
read
just
up
the
on
way
that
it's the
recently.
way it reacts, but it's the same
Mm.
it's the same concept like like if you get
You
impaled
know,
and you know about it, then yeah, you're gonna feel every bit of that. If you get impaled and you don't know, you don't feel it right away. Happens on construction sites all the time.
Yeah, I seen somebody. It was saying something about some pressure or something that was it'll crush you so fast that you ain't realize that you was crushed or
Hmm.
something like that because your brain, don't register right away.
That's what happened to all them submarine
yeah.
people. They didn't even know.
I'm trying my best
So
not to bring them
They
in there.
don't talk about them.
talking,
They don't even know what hit
ta-
them.
That made it official. Nah, I ain't want to say it, but it showed that Xbox sucks. What controller they was using? I told you.
It was a PlayStation
It was
controller,
a. They
first
said it
off.
was an Xbox controller, man. I
It
heard
was
it
a
on the radio.
universal PlayStation controller. And second of all,
Uh,
here's my thing. Right? And look, if y'all want to come at me for being insensitive, do it. But if you were that dumb to get in a freaking metal capsule and float to the bottom so you can go gawk at a freaking burial site, I don't know what to
Okay,
tell
they
you.
can't
Powered
be
by,
dumb. They're billionaires. Billionaires aren't, they can't
like,
be
y'all,
dumb. They were
Man,
super smart.
y'all dumb.
Yep.
It
Those
was
Y'all
a
are the
dumb.
dumbest
Logitech.
ones.
It was a
I,
Logitech controller that's notorious for losing contact with the
mm.
whole product. It's notorious for it. Now, what people don't understand is crush depth. Yeah, I was in the Navy. What
Mm-hmm.
people don't understand is crush depth. You just can't. This is why they build submarines with double hulls. One is
Yep.
for buoyancy. The other is just to keep the crew safe. So if either one of those hold, that's why Russian submarines in the fact are a lot better, but they are noisier because they're built with double hulls. U.S. subs are built with single hulls. So that means any incursion into that hull, everybody dies. What you experience is an implosion, which vacuums everything and it finishes in a fireball. I don't care how deep you are.
I've seen that.
no,
So
the
your
part
brain
of the
talks about
submarine, the one that is on TikTok, I think I saw the video, I do edit also. It was like more to do the content I see about the indifference of people, of these billionaire. in the middle of the ocean, and don't have empathy for him, right?
Look, I'm not gonna have empathy
So
if you that stupid, okay? I probably have better luck jumping, taking my septic tank out to the ocean and powering it with a freaking Twinkie than they did. I'm gonna go on mute.
Oh,
I
good
can't.
looks, Conscious. I just noticed you subscribed. Good looks, man. I think I was
Well, you
late.
know, tend
Very
to
good.
people with that kind of money have no fear of anything. They don't worship a God. They believe that they are God. And when so much money will
Mm,
cause you to lose your fear of a lot of things, a
mm,
lot of things. So you think you can buy your way out of any situation that you're in? That's just not the
Yeah.
truth. I mean, about me with $1 billion, when I explain $1 billion to people, you talking about $100 bills. If this person spent $1,000 a day for the next 2,000 years, this is $1 billion. They would not be broke. That's what kind of money that is. And you have people who have $600 billion. Now imagine
mm-hmm.
that.
I can't. I
Did they
can't
ever
even.
find them?
Imagine it. No, they're
You're
not
not
going to find.
going to find anything.
They still haven't found nothing?
Yeah, they
Someone said
found
that
them
they
No,
arrested.
it
found like
imploded. When
They
things
found
they.
arrested.
implode in the water, there's not remnants of that. It's gone.
Just go.
It's
Mhm.
gone.
Even the ship?
Yes,
They
it's
found
all gone.
they
Oh
found
my.
what they say was the
'Cause I was about to
landing
say, can we at
gear.
least
time
get the
was up.
camera or something to see what was going on?
Wait a minute. What you say? What happened? I was trying to hear.
Said the
It
ship
imploded.
imploded and there was no nothing. I didn't feel it.
If you go to YouTube, you get them do that to a rail car and see what happens to that rail car that carries liquids. So they actually did it intentionally. It imploded a rail car. It's just horrifying.
Yeah.
So you think
Mm,
they didn't even know what they didn't have time to process what happened to them.
mm. Wow. That's interesting. Rather go out that
To
way if you don't
me,
feel nothing.
That's what
to
I'm
me,
saying.
and this is like not to be a cold-hearted person, I'm sure for whoever is related to that person, is still a loss. The point is this, is like for the money that they spend because they're so bored, but they have no problem letting children go without, or people being poor because they're so greedy. I really don't care. It's like it's one less in the earth that we need to deal with.
Well, it's six left. It's six less.
I
Listen,
mean, they work hard to get there though.
I mean, we got what we have to do is quit equating and money with intelligence. We have to, because everybody who has money is not smart.
Right?
I mean,
No.
why would I go to the bottom of the ocean in a Dixie cup and a plexiglass window in it? Why would I do that?
Something is
Sorry,
seriously
we're
wrong with
laughing.
you.
I mean, that's crazy.
Like I said, you probably had better luck if it was powered by a Twinkie.
Oh
I
man.
okay. So in the same vein of what we're
What about a
talking
Red
about, but
Bull?
a weird different story. There was a girl a few years back in Shreveport, and she was doing a photo shoot on some train tracks, and a train started coming, and so she moved from one train track to the other train track and then was hit by the train. And I was like, you want me to feel bad? There's so much other space that wasn't train track for you to go. Why did you pick the other train track?
That
Mm.
part. Look, look. At some point, right? Like I don't know. I might get a little slide for that. I'm very much like into Darwinism, right? If you do something stupid,
Mm.
like you play a stupid game, you're gonna win a stupid prize. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah, but when you say that, is like to be honest, because I I did so many stupid things driving
So
and
everyone
this.
has.
And you know what? If I had to pay the consequences for that, I would not be here. So I think that there are people that are, they have it worse than other because it's the same mistake. It just so happened one get the consequences and the other doesn't, you know?
Exactly. You play a stupid game, you can win a stupid prize. I'm not gonna sit there in front and say that I lived a perfectly safe life and bubble wrap. No, I've done stupid shit in my life too.
Oh,
Trust
I
me, I
got
wouldn't be
trophies.
here.
I
I
got
got
trophies
trophies
for
for stupid shit
stupidity.
that I've done. I got look. I'm pretty sure like if I get another concussion, they may send me to Disney World for free. Okay, like I don't know. All right, I've done stupid shit.
Another
Concussion.
concussion. How many concussions are you running around getting?
Oh boy. I got
Um,
one concussion
Oh,
at age 19 because I was thrown off from a horse. Straight forward like an arrow, straight with the head. So that was fun. Not.
That is,
But
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
that
That's
was a
not.
hit.
mine. So okay, the ones that are documented, let's go with those ones. Way too many. Like at least over like six I've had. Undocumented, probably closer to like 12. But that has to do with trauma, and I was severely abused as a child.
Oh,
Fun
well.
fact. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
So that's kind of what just sent me there for free though. Pretty sure.
I fell
But
on
again,
my
if you're
bike.
dumb
I
enough
fell
to
on my
kind of
bike
like I
at the
said,
track for the first
I'm
time.
sorry.
I've been riding all my life. I fell on my bike for the first time ever going down about 5 weeks ago.
Ooh,
Reality set in real quick.
yep. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
AJ, do you know the
Mm,
kicker of that experience? When I fell, right, we were like a mile away from the horse place, you know. I don't know how to say in English, but anyhow, so I walk with just being hit over the head. And then my ex-husband at the time, he took me home and I was in shock. And my ex-father-in-law, he said, help her out, give her a shot of whiskey. This is gonna wake her up. After the shot of whiskey, then we went to the ER, which I'm here and I'm lucky, but that was a hit. I think that was the one that I will never forget.
oh yeah. No, I've had my fair share of stuff. Like I said, I've done very dumb things in my life as well. But not dumb enough to, jump in a septic tank powered by a universal PlayStation remote. It wasn't that stupid.
quick.
Sorry.
Universal Xbox. You about
It
to
was a
talk about?
PlayStation remote,
Hold up,
bro.
you got me about
Whatever.
to. I'm about to look this up
The
some more. You
point
ain't about to
is,
talk my
the
my
point is, my
my.
point is,
Mm-mm.
right? If I had that much money, right, and I wanted to go on a submarine,
It's a war.
right, I'm pretty sure I could find a legitimate submarine to go in. You know what I mean? Hey, if I got that kind of money, I could probably just go with the Navy. You know what I'm saying? Just pay, just let me just pay for a seat. I just want to be here. Consider me a guest. You know what I'm saying?
They
I'd be
could have
stupid enough to go jump in a septic tank.
they could have
That was
went
just
to
dumb.
Woods Hole Institute, went down to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. They could have borrowed their sub, even though it's 70 years old.
That part. It still would have been better than that septic tank they were in.
You build a sub from parts from Harbor Freight, and you expect it to last.
Not the Harbor Freight. You, y'all went to Walmart to get your sub, and you wonder why
Mm.
that happened. You got that great value sub, and you ended up with a great value
That's a great
outcome.
value.
Yeah, this is a fun life. Yeah.
Well, thing, I thought that was a joke. I thought that it was just a
It
meme that people
was.
were making, and I was like, "Oh, that's not
I'll
even good."
never look.
But it
You
was
said that
really
I'll
funny.
never
Walmart
look
and
at
got
great
great
value
value.
products again the same.
They can't even take it back. It disintegrated.
You
Dang.
want to talk about an IKEA sub, bro? And
That's
don't
so
act like
fold.
y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Every time you buy IKEA furniture, it always comes with extra screws and shit, or it's missing shit,
With my
and it falls
nephew.
apart in like a year.
IKEA.
We all know what the hell, y'all know what I'm talking about.
IQ.
I
Yo,
am the
IKEA
live
Yeah.
here.
furniture,
At one
IKEA
point,
submarine. I
that's
wonder if
all I could
IKEA sells
afford,
submarines.
IKEA furniture. I had children to raise,
Oh, that's all
so
anybody can afford. That's all
I've been going.
anybody could afford. Like, it's no judgment. It's no judgment. I mean, trust me, I still got an IKEA couch that's still chilling in the other room. You know what I mean? I gotta put a basketball underneath it to sit on it, but it's
Oh
there.
my.
We've had
Yeah.
it for a couple years.
AJ, do
I got a prop up on
you
the side.
um my father, he was in the medical field, but did he love to play, you know, it's like Mr. Geppetto. But yeah, I
I'm
used to love to
sorry.
go to the IKEA. Yeah, because it's like you can afford quite a lot, you know, with the same amount of money of that you spend in another store for a whole couch.
Oh, big facts. Big facts. Like I said, trust me, I had IKEA furniture too. That's the reason why I can make that joke. Like I know that struggle. I still
What
know
is
that struggle.
what is that? Is that a company? I
That's
think
IKEA,
sad.
yeah,
It's called
I was
it's
just
a
about to say
furniture.
anybody that
Swedish
don't know that got too much
it's a
money from me.
Swedish it's a Swedish furniture. You can go
And
in there,
that
you can
would
buy
be
like
my
furniture, you can
spiel.
buy whole rooms of stuff if you wanted to. It's like a you go in, it's huge, right? Like you go in there, like you can get lost in there. I ain't even gonna lie. I got lost in there a couple times.
okay.
Um But you just go in there and you can get like couches and just pretty much any type of furniture or anything that you're thinking about as far as decorating like a house goes. It's all in there. They also have like a food court. So there's also food that you can get to. But
Mm.
yeah, like
Not
anything
Kia.
you can possibly think of, appliances, all sorts of stuff.
They got food
Yeah.
there, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they got a
got
little
food at
side.
IKEA. You ain't never had the
Yeah,
Swedish meatballs
they
That
got
sound
food in
like
there.
not
or the
safe.
pizza or the ice
That
cream and
sound like
stuff?
another submarine incident. I ain't trying that.
It ain't bad. Trust me. Look, okay, it wasn't powered by an Xbox remote.
That's not a meatball
Hey, Kevin, did I told you that I signed up for half a marathon?
for half America.
Half a marathon. Marathon. I'm sorry, I have an accent.
Oh, like a
Run a
5K or what?
marathon?
I'm like, you
Huh?
half American now? What the hell you just gonna sign up for?
Captain got a run, guys. If you're still alone, I'll come back.
All right, for sure,
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
gonna run for 13.6 miles,
Okay.
September the 2nd.
Oh,
So
damn.
that
Hey.
I did it
Marathon.
before
Okay.
10 years ago. And you know the fun fact? I bought brand new shoes to run the marathon. And
You better
then,
break them
uh,
in.
but
Your
watch
feet
this,
gonna
Don't
hurt.
break
the
them
last
in, all
one,
right.
I didn't know, so I ran brand new shoes. I had blister, but I didn't stop. I tell you how determined. I had those shoes soaked in the blood, but I didn't
Mmm.
stop, and I finished in 3 hours and 47 minutes.
Mmm.
Sometimes I think about blood in my shoes. I think about my uncles who were all Marines, but like forgot that they
Mm,
retired out that shit and used to
mm,
make me go on like these crazy ass hikes. I was
mm.
like, bro, I feel like I'm already in boot camp. This is bullshit. I just wanted to lay on the couch. I want to lay on the couch and eat cereal. You woke me up at 5:30 in the morning out here
Wake
walking.
your well,
This is
boy.
bullshit. Dude, man, they used to make me walk and run and push up and fucking do all sorts of shit. I was like, bro, I just wanted to sit on the couch and eat cereal and watch cartoons.
Mm,
That's all I wanted.
not today.
Give me my Bugs Bunny,
You
damn it.
mean
You won't be one of
you mean
them
you didn't
wiglins.
enjoy? You didn't enjoy the experience to be waking up at 5:30 in the morning?
No,
Who
because I feel
did?
like, look, if you, okay, first off, I'm not a morning person, number one. Number two,
Okay.
I think it should be illegal for anybody to be up before 6 in the morning, right? And let alone talk to somebody, right? Like, if I have to be up at 6 in the morning and you want me to talk to people, nope. Mm,
Okay.
I don't, do
But you
not,
know what?
don't
If
talk to
you
me till
wanna,
8:30.
I love AJ. I love mushrooms, right? I love mushrooms.
What kind of
And
Uh-oh.
especially
mushrooms?
now that I'm plant-based, I just eat mostly mushrooms for my proteins, right? The point is this, you have to get up early in the morning if you wanna go mushroom hunting because that's when they pop out. So I like to get up when early in the morning. I mean, I'm up very early, but
I'm a
especially
too.
for mushroom hunting, I need to get up.
I love how she said mushroom, and my first response was, "What kind of mushrooms?"
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So
I was
I'm
intrigued.
I'm opposed to foraging mushrooms personally
That's
because where I grew up at, uh, shrooms they grow and they
mm-hmm.
grow in cow poop. So I don't do that. And then secondly, I watch the movie Shrooms, and I see that if you're just a little bit wrong about what you think it is, it could be really bad for you. So
Yes.
I don't know
Oh,
enough
but
about
you
it,
know,
so I just don't mess
but
with it.
but but you know what? He's like, I have books, and I'm not, it's like I'm not educated to that point. But I tell you a story. I used to go with my father, right? And we'll pick up all kinds of mushroom. Thankfully, my mother, before cooking it, said, "Well, let the neighbor look at them before we eat it." Because once in a while, in the paper in Italy, is like family all taken from mushroom eating, right? So out of all the
Mhm.
full basket of mushroom, maybe the good one were like 10, 12, you know. Thank
You know
God
what?
for the neighbor. We're all alive for him.
Look, I'm gonna stick to my natural way of hunting mushrooms that I can do 24 hours a day, and they're safe to eat. It's called the store. I'll do that. That's doing
Okay.
too much. I can't. You want me to get up early? One, go forage for mushrooms. Okay, you crazy. And then I gotta make sure that they ain't gonna unalive me. What? Nah,
Oh.
I'm good. Mm-mm. That's doing too much.
That do
Doing
too
too much. I'll just go
much.
to the store.
That do too much.
Okay, and not to mention that I can go to the store, pick those up, and pick up carne asada on the way home. We're cool. And a Coke. We're good. I got my tacos, my Coke, and some mushrooms. We
Yeah,
good.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
where are my tacos though?
I got you. What kind of tacos you want?
Bro, genuinely,
Y'all
in
supposed to
every
know.
respect.
Twin.
Okay. 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 I got you. I got you. I got you.
I
Oh,
I
must
got the
be of
tacos.
an
devilish
older
laugh, folks.
generation because I love to do all those things. I love gardening. I love,
I like
I'm
gardening.
not a hunter. I cannot go hunting, but I
Now
do
that I
like
will
to be
do.
in nature.
That's a man's job.
That I will do. I do love going hunting. I do
Mm.
love doing
Start
that.
that war real quick.
I'm just saying, I love that.
Stay in the
Maybe I think
garden.
that's probably why. So like, I don't know. I was talking about this not too long ago, and considering I've been in Colorado my whole life, I don't understand where my accent comes from. I really don't. Um, but the more and more I talk about it, and the more and more I think about it, I think I'm really in the wrong state. I think I really need to be in Texas
That
with the
okay,
rest of
that's what it is. Your whole life, your
everybody.
accent has been telling you to move to fucking Texas, and you've been ignoring it.
Right. There we go. I
Therefore,
told you. Right.
I need to be
Oh,
in
I told
Texas,
her
I
to,
think.
I told Lion that we all about to the whole world about to go to Texas anyway, so we good
Yeah,
anyways. You know, all of us
absolutely
can fit
not.
in Texas even.
Please don't. Please
Hey, do you
don't.
know what?
Please don't.
Maybe we give it a
No.
TikTok or one of those filters. Is like which state you belong, and you push the button, so let
Texas,
TikTok
all
tell
of us
you where
Texas.
to go.
Look,
Even
I'm
the
gonna tell you right
Chinese,
now. I'm
all
gonna tell you why it's probably Texas me. One, I already talk like this. Okay, I'm a fit in.
right.
Right? I'm a fit in. It's fine. Two, sweet tea. Duh. Hello. I live up here. There ain't no sweet tea. I gotta make the shit. I love steak,
Mm-hmm.
and
What
I love my pew
like
pews.
Yeah, then you be right at home.
I'll be right at home.
see?
That and like we do
That's
big ass breakfasts, dude. I love
that's
it.
gonna be a
I
headache.
fucking love
Oh,
it.
dude, biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits, gravy, pancakes, bacon,
You
sausage,
gonna be
potatoes, eggs.
I'm down. That sounds like my normal breakfast. Yeah,
she
I'm in
gonna
the
be
wrong
thinking
See,
she
state.
talking
then
to
you're
her
right at home.
conscience.
I'm part of it. You know what I mean? I just live in Colorado.
I don't understand why people live in some places, and that's one of them. Like, it's
Colorado.
cold. It's cold. It's cold.
Well, okay. In the winter, yeah. But actually, believe it or not, a lot of people from Texas actually also own homes in Colorado. So they
Yeah,
usually
that's
will
because
come
we
out
got this
here for
weird
like the winter or
fixation
something.
with like mountains are pretty. No, they're not. They're not. They're cold and they're windy, and if you fall off of them, you go ah. Don't do that.
They're cold and they're windy.
I gotta adjust
Okay,
that negative
I
mind of
I
yours, man.
I think, okay, so I live in the UP, Michigan, and please don't ask me how because I moved from San Francisco. But long winter, in the summertime, the green and the water and the trails and the nature, I love it. So there is the pros and cons.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, there's pros and cons to living in Colorado too. Like, this is just a different type of heat. Number one, it's dry heat, and it's the worst sometimes. Um, the mountains aren't too bad. In the winter, I think it's just the way our houses are built. Cause like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, I don't lose power in the winter. Like there are times I lose power, and there's times I lose power for days. The only reason why I don't freeze and unalive is because of the way my house is built. My house is just warm all the time.
But is
Um,
that like a common thing that y'all just lose power in the
mhm.
cold?
Not in the city, but I live out in the country, so yeah, it happens all the time.
That's I don't like
Yeah, they close down the highways. I get snowed into town quite a bit in the winter.
Oh,
what the
oh.
Yeah, like they
Oh,
shut the
so how
highway
did
down,
you
like you can't
guys
leave.
have the power? Is like a big corporate agency, or is just like a little mom and pops? Is like do you live in a corporate or
No,
is like
no, ours is a whole. I mean, we use Excel Energy, so it's a big
oh
corporation.
so
Um,
that
but that's the thing. But like, I also have a generator, so like, worst come to worst, you know what I mean? But even when I didn't have it, there's just times, but it doesn't happen all the time. Like you'll probably lose power maybe like for like an hour or two, and then you're fine. It's not really noticeable. And it's also just knowing how to dress in the winter. A lot of the time, people who come here from like warmer places, they put on too many layers. And the problem with putting on too many layers is you gonna sweat and freeze. So you don't want to do that.
Mm.
Yeah. I also don't like the cold either, but I live here. I don't mind the snow. I don't mind going up to the mountains if I'm like snowboarding, or if it's like the summertime, then they're beautiful, and I don't mind like running up there or doing whatever when I can. Um, but I mean, it's kind of cool. Um, and there's like always concerts and summer festivals, and it's also the mindset out here. Um, we're a progressive city, and people very much kind of like basically like we see you got stuff going on, just don't affect me with it type shit. And they're very anti-bully here. So it's not too bad.
Mm.
Um, for the most part, people are pretty polite, but I don't know. It's kind of like it's different. I'll put it that way. Like it'll always be home to me, but I don't believe I belong in this state. Like I believe I belong. Like I should have been in Texas this whole time.
There you go. There you
I
go.
firmly believe that. So eventually, I'll be moving to Texas.
Is it a is it a lot of tumbleweed down there in Texas for real? Like they
Oh,
have it
what?
on TV?
There's no
Tumbleweeds here.
tumbleweed. Jeez.
Bumblebees.
Oh, bro, there's tumbleweeds here,
Oh, you
bro.
said
There's one.
bumblebees?
Oh no, I said tumbleweed.
Oh, fucking stop confusing me.
Let me show you tumbleweed real quick.
Oh,
But
y'all
yeah,
got a
no,
bunch of
I'll
those.
show you
That's
this.
probably why
we
y'all talk
don't
like that. Y'all still coughing off a tumbleweed.
we
So,
don't have no damn tumbleweeds. We got cactuses though.
oh my, the
Like
cactus
Texas.
is.
And
My
people
dog
around us in the
also
street.
thinks that
That's
we
not
need to be in Texas, by the way.
your
I
dog's
say it's
feeling.
daylight there. What the heck? Don't make the wrong picture
Oh,
pop
that's a
up.
picture. Bruh, that is. I don't have those types of pictures on my phone. Thank you very much.
I see little here doing her thing on it.
Yeah, I was like,
Oops.
I don't got those pictures. I don't even take those pictures.
I
The
know
hell?
that's weird.
Why is
I
that
ain't taking
that
no
I don't
picture
take
unless
those
I'm
pictures?
using that boy.
Is it weird that I don't have the picture? Like, I'm confused.
What?
Clarification, sir. Can you hear me?
You can
Yeah.
Kev by being confused.
What happened?
See?
I'm done.
Was it a question asked?
Yes, Kev. Yes, there was. She was asking you if you were saying that it was weird that she didn't have those pictures, or are
Mm,
you saying that it's weird that people take those pictures?
I was talking about the people. I thought that was clear. Oh, I'm outside a
No,
delay or
bro.
something. I was
What?
literally talking about people do that. I said it was weird people do that.
That don't make no damn sense, boy.
I said that's not
You know what
weird.
I'm realizing? I'm
What's the
noticing it.
deal?
When
Okuna
Kev gets sleepy,
Matata. What's the deal?
When Kev gets sleepy, he thinks that he says things out loud that he didn't say out loud.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I
He be
swear
doing
I
that
Okay.
just
too.
said a whole thing I did. I literally said I was talking about the people doing it, and I said I ain't doing it until I ain't taking no pictures unless I mean ain't no point of taking no pictures unless I'm doing something with it. You know, that's what I said. And then I said that's crazy people do that. I think all that
The
something might
worst
have got
picture.
blocked out or something.
I think that the worst picture I have on here is maybe some weed.
Ooh,
What are you talking about? It's legal here. What are you
ooh.
gonna do? Knock on my door? I guess maybe. Oh man, I don't have that picture anymore. Okay, well anyway, I took this picture of this tumbleweed that was as big as me. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
But
me
aren't you
size.
really small?
I'm very small. It was 5'3". A 5'3" tumbleweed. Like that's a big ass tumbleweed.
Wait, what happened? I'll be back if you open. Ugh, my live should be live, and I'm gonna say that I'm not
Okay.
open. I should closed.
I'm very
You know,
small, man.
I'm not a
Oh,
hot
I don't
pocket.
read message. Hi, did you just write that? It's like,
But
hello,
anyway,
Kit.
going back to this
Oh
tumbleweed,
man.
y'all,
I'm be
y'all.
what's her name? I'll be back.
Okay,
All right, for sure.
y'all. My mind was
I'll be back.
blown when I saw this tumbleweed. So blown that I like came inside and grabbed my guitar and then played "Dust in the Wind" to it. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. I don't
Wow.
care. It was great. I had a day. Look, okay, look. I'm a firm believer that sometimes you gotta just have fun. You
Where
gotta
there's
make
smoke,
yourself
there
laugh.
is fire.
Okay, so to be clear, you played music for a tumbleweed.
I did. It made my fucking day.
Ding, 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 ding.
Look,
Back
okay,
my town.
to put it in perspective, last week I got a crazy straw and that shit made my fucking week, bro. I was so happy. It's a fucking crazy straw. It got two loops in it. Why am I the
Yeah,
only one excited about this crazy straw?
yeah. You got your own
I,
level of weirdo. I'm a weirdo, but not that type of weirdo.
Oh,
bro,
but speaking of, I have this memory that's ingrained in my head for the rest of my life. But Hakuna
I'm
Matata and
scared.
you talking about Crazy Straw brought it all together for me. I used to have this Crazy Straw that I got from what I believe was Burger King at the time. Again, this is like 2000, maybe 2001. And it had this elephant on it. And when you would drink through the Crazy Straw, the elephant would make an elephant noise. It was from fucking whatever movie that was.
Mm.
They gave it to me on a road trip from Texas to Tennessee, and I got it taken away from me 3 hours in. I couldn't stop. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and it just kept making the noise.
I can't talk because I would. My mom would probably take that shit like 5 minutes in. She'd be like, "Oh my god, that's annoying." Bye.
I
Yeet.
think I think they thought that like there could have been that much battery in it, right? They're like, it's gonna die at some point. It didn't. It didn't die until like 6 years later. So like whatever batteries they were using, props to them. Props.
Facts. I still have
Man.
my Inspector Gadget toy that I got. I think from like either McDonald's or Burger King. The one you had to build. I don't know if
A
you remember. It
toy.
came in like different parts. Yeah.
I mean, Happy Meal.
His like yeah, it was like I think it was like a Happy Meal or something. But you had to like build it. You had to get like the different like parts of him or whatever. But like each part did
That
something. Like
sounds
his little
familiar.
light was like his leg was like a flashlight. His belt was like
Well,
a
back in
what
my
was it? Like a
days, I
measuring
had
tape.
Power Rangers.
It was like cool. First off, stop acting like you that much older than me. You like two
I
years
love
older than
doing
me. You 2 minutes older than me. The hell are you talking about on Power Rangers?
it.
Act like I don't know what
A lot
Power
happened
Rangers are.
within them
Man, you
two
better
years. You know
chill
what I'm
out.
saying?
Not a whole lot. Wait, look, okay. They needed to make they it needed to chill for a minute, all right? They gotta push your big head ass out first. Then we gotta wait, let it kind of chill out, and then I came.
Trying to squeeze it down, something. You know.
Squeeze it
I'm
sounds.
69, going on 82. Gigi is back. Yes, I'm still up. Wise and shine. It's coffee here. I'm the coffee. You don't need coffee, you
Oh my
need
god.
me.
It's
You know
gonna
what
be
I'm saying?
Kev tomorrow. Can't be like, you ain't need coffee, give it to me.
What? I mean, the biggest hypocrite ever. Like, what type of
Oh,
Come
motherfucker
on,
is
trust
Miss
this?
me.
Gigi. Come on up. Come on, Gigi.
I tried Italian coffee once, and that was the biggest mistake I've ever made.
Oh, that Middle Eastern coffee is
You was
crazy.
speaking
You want to
about,
be up for
you was stealing
days.
from the meatball. Oops.
It, they lied. When he said coffee, I thought he meant coffee. He didn't mean coffee. He gave me a double shot of espresso and was like, "Here, what the fuck? That's not coffee, sir. That's not a coffee. Coffee is big and it's got cream and sugar in it. What the fuck is it?"
Mm,
But I,
Cream and sugar.
my pride is too big, so I had to drink the whole thing. But I was not happy. I was not.
I think if you get, I don't know what would
ain't
happen. To be
y'all?
honest with you, I don't even know what would happen if you gave my ass a double espresso. I'd probably go to sleep.
Mm,
Coffee will put me to bed. Well, no, I drink coffee to go to sleep. Like I drink coffee like every night. That's how I go night. Um,
you don't
I
need
don't know
coffee.
what would happen. You gave me a double espresso. That's ADHD, buddy. You give somebody with ADHD some coffee, they going night.
I said I had that too. No,
That
or
actually
it was
sounds like a
ADD.
I
perfect
was like, I
I
setup.
don't
think
give
it's
a
Because
fuck.
ADD.
then, if you had like a really bad day, then we could just throw a blanket in the dryer, let it go
Drown.
for like 20 minutes, give it to you, let you burrito, and then get you a coffee with some whipped cream and some chocolate sauce on top, and then boomsy fucking doomsy, put some
I don't think
shit
I'll
on the
make it
TV
to the
and it's done.
coffee part. You talking
And
about
you
a
add up the
Yeah,
blanket
that's
flavors.
out
part.
the
Yeah, that's
dryer, boy, and a burrito?
Yeah.
Boy,
bro.
it'd be the
Mm.
I'm gonna be happy. Yeah, that's literally how to put AJ to bed. To be honest,
See, there you go. Problem
those
solved.
things.
Anybody, take
I'm
notes.
I'm I'm out.
If anybody's like, ooh, I kind of
That
like
part.
AJ. There you go, motherfucker. I just helped you so much.
hmm
I take payments. My Cash App is somewhere. Fucking help.
Y'all gonna have to pay.
Oh, I gotta pimp my
Oh, we're gonna be out here like,
ride.
look, I have this friend. Okay, she cool as
I
shit.
have this twin. Oh,
So I'm gonna need you to do, okay?
Hmm.
It don't make sense. The would be like, it don't make sense that she's single.
It doesn't, first of all, but that's not the point.
mm,
The point
It
is,
don't
when you
either.
finally get unsingle, we're gonna keep you that way.
That part. That part.
oh,
And I was like,
true.
I ain't doing this whole dating, breaking up, dealing with shit. Don't worry, I'm over it.
What?
I'm too
I'm
old.
not even trying to set Kev up with nobody. I'm gonna be honest with you, Kev. I'm not.
That's good.
I be seeing you with a couple of people, but you don't take it seriously, so I figured you're not ready yet.
What
So,
did you? What? 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 Who? Me?
yes, you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Thank you, AJ. Yeah, there's been a couple that you definitely had a
there's
connection
been
with,
a
and
couple of them.
you just weren't there for it. Like you weren't into it. So like, all right, cool. He just chilling.
who was it?
Mm-mm.
No name.
Mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
Kev, I would
mm-mm.
like to point out
Do I
that
know
TikTok
her?
is a public platform. You were talking to him. How you flirting with somebody you don't know?
Oh, say less. I'm all about the mindset, man. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? You could be all good looking all you want. You know what I'm saying? But
Even with that being said, you know how many people you done flirted, done talked to, and you still.
boy,
I was like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I
Kev
don't know
don't ever
what
he
he
don't
I
ever
doing,
be
take it
doing
bro.
that
as a
for
step.
fun on here, man. I really don't even be paying it
Don't
no
you be
mind.
lying. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
Who else I flirt? I only flirt with probably one or
Uh-uh.
one. There's only
Nope.
one.
Yeah, you fuck lying.
No, heck, you know who I flirt on here with.
Since the time I know it, bro, since the time I've
Honestly,
known you.
okay, not to bash if somebody found date on TikTok, I'm happy for them. But
Mm,
you know, it's like, especially the one that they are the habitual that they're here morning to night is like, can you really take people serious flirting on TikTok?
I It
Just
depends.
question.
If a person went through your ups and downs and know your character and all that stuff, that could be perfect love right there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That part.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being
I don't know. I'm
starting
not
up
on here
from.
morning, day, and night, so
Right, I was about to say, especially if somebody
I
was
don't know.
like kicking it with me and I'm always on this thing and they just like me all this time and went through my talking about whatever, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that triggered them, they still went through it, right? Oh yeah, that's they it. I think I'm
Uh,
gonna find my girl
That's
through
crazy.
a TikTok wedding. There's gonna be a TikTok wedding.
know
No,
exactly
no,
what
he's
it
gonna
is.
go through his build a chick app.
Build a chick.
No,
No,
my chick
because
getting
it could
built.
happen.
Hey,
My chick getting built by the person that
bruh.
put me on this app. I just got to go to one of her groups though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
This how I be able to find my chick. I'm gonna say Kevin
Mhm.
Samuels, and if they don't run away, then I know I got him. You know, that's my girl right there.
I don't
How
even
you
know
feel
who the
about
hell is
Kevin
that.
Samuels? You said
I
what?
don't know who that is. Who the hell is that? Who is Kevin Samuels? I'm gonna have to
That's
Google
a
because I don't know who
dude.
You
that is.
really
I
don't
think he.
know?
I think he like bought his
No.
dude.
He passed. This person is passed. He's no longer
He
even
passed
here.
away.
He's not even in
Gotta look him up,
existence.
man.
But
He the first
at
one that
one
hit.
time,
Was he like that
sorry, go ahead.
Andrew Tate dude?
He not as bad as Andrew
Kinda, yeah.
Tate though, but he was up there.
He
Because
was
all
He was
he
the
telling like
first.
it
says
is,
like
and people didn't like it, right? He was
not
telling like he
saying
felt it.
not not saying that like I liked anything that Andrew Tate was saying because like I didn't, but I used to find that dude very hilarious.
Mm.
Especially when he would talk about how he was built like Hercules, and I was like, bro, you built like a dingleberry, but I. And he would just go on and on and on. Like I was just like, bro, this dude, who's following this guy?
You know what
He
it
looked like
seemed
the
to
kid that
You
me?
would
must
kick
have
the
went through
glass
his
from
worst stuff
basketball.
because he actually be saying some stuff. That's crazy.
But you know what I
I don't
think?
know, bro. I'm just
Especially
saying.
when he play Macho Man, or is like he's like I think he's one of the most insecure person in the world, and he acts very good, But
I was just saying.
I,
What?
I don't know. That confused me.
I'm confusion. Yeah,
I
I just
think
know
they're
about that
playing
one
the
dude,
video.
and he used to just make me laugh. Like people would be reacting to his shit. I'm like, what he say? And I'd have to go watch the video, and I would just die laughing. I was like, who the hell is believing this shit?
A surprising amount of people, and that's the part that's crazy.
That part.
But yeah,
Yeah, I
you
don't
know
know.
he's a
why?
good.
You know why? Because it's like there is just some people that they have the courage to say atrocity out in their mind. So all those people that like that person means there's something that the person is saying. They admire him because he had the courage to say it, and they don't. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm.
It's the one that say out loud. Yeah. So there is a lot of sick people
I
around here.
mean, I'm not necessarily. Yeah, but like at the same time, I was just kind of like, he really didn't say nothing. I did remember watching like one video though, where he was like trying to show off his pew pews on here, and I was like looking at him. Now I don't know about y'all, but I play airsoft, right?
Mm.
And those was not real pew pews. Those were airsoft pistols, airsoft pew pews.
Mhm.
Yeah, like he had like all of them were. I was like, I don't understand. Like who is believing this guy? I was confused. That was a whole
Hmm.
social experiment, but then that fun ended, and now I gotta find somebody else. But yeah, those are all airsoft. Just so y'all know, those weren't even real.
I think that
And
Andrew
how do I know
Tate, the
that? Because
part,
I have like three of the same ones.
I don't know if we could say his name over here. I don't know. We just call him
I
Top
don't know
G.
who we could say.
tattoo, tattoo,
Oh,
tattoo. Yeah. So tattoo is because of his it's like when any man start to say that a man is more valuable than a woman, I got a problem personally. But hey, to
Yeah,
each
Kevin
his own.
Samuel said that a lot. He say what he call a high value man.
Yeah, I have Hobo. That one's crazy too. She be saying all sorts of weird shit. I be laughing.
Vegan teacher. I think I heard of like, everything down there. Even fruit.
Which one? Queen Priscilla, the one that she said that men are supposed to be slaves. Does she go to that extent?
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, she's she's something.
I don't know nothing about none of that. I don't
I ain't never
follow those
heard that one.
people. I don't even listen to them. I don't even know who they are. The moment I hear something stupid, I'm just like block. Nope. That and I always
Vegan.
kind of laugh at like anybody who usually says that about the opposite sex. Usually be the ones that you can clearly tell be like, you can't get somebody. You miserable. Number one.
Or they
And
got hurt.
two,
Or they got hurt.
mm,
She went through a divorce and she just married once. So
oh
that's what
Lord.
I'm thinking. It's like she's got so hurt that now she's an extremist.
I don't know. I
Is
just be
it
on here
that?
laughing at all the parents doing funny shit with their kids and shit. Oh, and then the one lady that was like, she was doing the commentary for all the BET awards for all that like the weird
Is that this girl?
who yeah,
That's the
Vegan
vegan
teacher.
teacher.
What about her?
She just
she
says
crazy.
words out of her mouth, and it's like, what?
She fucking crazy, bruh.
Yeah, her son is on TikTok now, and he denounced that woman so hard it was hilarious. But yeah, anyway, sorry.
What did like? What's an example? What she talk about?
Okay, can you write down because I gotta go see this
Yeah, they
stuff.
be
I
funny.
want some social learning.
Who's the other one that was kind of funny? I don't know. Like I said, I'm loving my FYP right now. My FYP is funny. It's nothing but puppies, right? Because like I gotta have my pup, right? Puppies,
Got it.
girls, funny shit, inspirational stuff, and that's it. Every now and again, somebody's big head video will hit my FYP, but it's been a minute.
Bro, Kev comes on your For You page. I think I've seen him on my For You page twice.
I post every day.
Yeah.
Well,
That's crazy.
Wait.
I thought you just
So
stopped
you kind
posting.
of gotta. No, so I figured out what you gotta do, right? So like, because I noticed that it happened to a couple people, right? Like I'd followed them and I was like, man, I ain't never see their damn videos. Like, why do I
mm,
never see them on my FYP? I actually had to go to their page and interact with like I think like 5 or 6 of their videos for me to start seeing them on my FYP. Any otherwise, like I never see them. I'll never see them.
mhm.
And that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I gotta go to somebody's big head page and go interact with their videos so they stuff starts hitting my FYP again. You know
That's crazy.
what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, because that's also kind of how it works. Like what you interact with is what it'll put on there.
Mhm.
So if you don't see anything from a certain person, you ain't ever gonna see their stuff. Although that doesn't really apply to me because I don't post consistently. I post like very randomly,
Mhm.
inconsistent. But that's because I'm not trying to grow my cult.
You
Mhm.
should.
So
I join.
I cannot
I
grow a
should grow
cult.
my cult.
I'm evolving every day,
You
so I don't
obviously
attach
grew.
myself to nothing.
No, because here's the thing, right? If you're on here and you have the ability to go on a box, okay, you're a cult leader. And I'm gonna
A cult
explain for
leader?
those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about. You're a cult leader. Think about
Okay.
it, right? You gotta think about the way things are named on here, right? You're not making friends, you're building followers, which meant you had to have 1,000 people who believed in whatever it was that you were saying or you were doing to follow you in order for you to go live to continue saying things. To be like, yes, we believe this person should be able to talk. That's why you need 1,000 followers. It's a cult. And say you need 1,000 friends, you need 1,000 followers.
But 1 million followers, that'd be a
That's right.
god.
And
Wow,
now we all
really,
race to get as many
honestly.
followers as possible. So tell me how it's not a cult. It's got the same makeup as a cult.
Well, I cannot have I follow 500 people. So, and I had to, like you were doing before, purging. I did that a lot. But, so I like them all, but, and I like to see their content, but I never thought it that way, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, it kind of does. No, it is. That's what this is. But again, it also depends on how you view that, right? The word in itself is not negative. It's what you do with it. Think about it. Some people on here, they're pushing for
Yes,
positive cults.
I
There's
guess
other
you're
people on
right.
here, they
I
got
guess
negative
every
ones.
time that I heard that name is always has been scary, you know? That is almost is being
Yes,
like,
but
oh,
if
he's
you
a bad person, you know?
think about cults, the word cult is rooted in so many things, right?
Right? The
Cultures,
culture. Yeah,
cult.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
There's a cult within a culture. So like depends on how you do it.
yeah.
I think that's like that word
For me to go
ignorant.
stick records. Do it. I
People
was like, I
always
don't know,
use
I
that
could probably build
in
my
the worst.
I had like I didn't I mean I'm retired from streaming. I can come out of retirement for a bit.
From
Oh,
Why
streaming.
not? I'll
Are you a
let me know
streamer?
when, because I'm supposed to as well. So,
My
yeah, I
29 years
retired
old.
myself from streaming.
My
No, I retired
29
myself from streaming. I had to come out
screaming.
of retirement. Streaming, so like going live. I used to
Oh,
be on other platforms um back in the day.
oh.
Back
Lots of
in
different platforms. Yeah. Let's see. I could tell you all of them. I was on Likey. I was on Bigo. I was on Bigo. I was on.
that big old head.
Oh man.
Oh, that's
I was
me.
on Uplive. I was on so many.
Yeah.
So many.
My son is trying to, he's a gamer and he's doing streaming while gaming.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get on Twitch, but I heard Twitch is being like stupid right now.
I heard Twitches
I
get
don't know.
the.
What do you think?
I heard it's going to shit over there. So I was just like, I
Uh,
don't know.
my son Patrick said greedy.
Oh, they're getting greedy. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
okay,
But there was a
he
point that I
said
did
they
get
keep
paid to stream.
fucking their revenue splits, and they're getting as something, and their ads are getting ridiculous. That's what the baby says about Twitch.
I believe it. Yeah, because like there's a few people over there that I follow, and like when they go live or whatever to go game or whatever, I go watch them, and those stupid ads are annoying. I'm
Mm,
like sitting there watching them get to the good part of the game, and then it's fucking ad. I'm like, God damn it!
mm. You know,
Like,
though, I'm gonna say one thing because it's almost like when they do the gifting, right? To me, it's like although it's like the bad thing to work, the point is this: 50%, you just get half of it. It's
Yep.
like who does all the talking? Who got the people together? It's like
oh, where are you getting 50? Because you only get like less than 30. You're
Right.
only getting
Less
like
than
20.
that. Yeah, you get a small
yeah.
amount
It's like
too.
20-30
Look,
split.
AJ,
You
I
don't get
never
50.
ever calculate the money. I hope I'm not gonna get a W-2 and I need to pay taxes on it because I'll be pissed. Because with the coins I get, sometimes I
Uh,
buy, I just give it away. So,
you can if you're convert. Well, okay, yes and no. In order to have to pay taxes on it, you got to make, I believe it's a certain amount. But yes, TikTok does take huge percentages out of it. So, and that's any of these apps, any of the streaming apps, they're gonna take huge percentages out of them, unless you are pretty much kind of doing it like either under an agency or you're doing it under a job, right? Because that's the only way that you're really gonna be able to make anything. Right. So when I was like, I don't know, I'll use Likey as an example. So back when I was like on Likey, right? They had like a gift on there, right? that in US dollars is $300. Converting that back, I'm only getting maybe $100 out of that, maybe 75, if that, if I converted it back into money, right? After getting gifted that, because they're taking that much out, right? And that's me as like somebody who they were like paying to be there, right? So, with that being said, the only reason why I say it's only worth it then is because when you're doing those battles and you're doing everything else, and you're getting this thing called rebates, and it's just a certain percentage. So, if you're winning, you may get it back at like, say, 40% or 50 versus just only getting just bare minimum where you're only taking like 10%. You don't take
I
a whole lot
know.
of shit. You don't get shit.
I know, but it's wrong. It's like it's just morally wrong. It's like
How's that
they
morally
really
wrong?
take
It's
advantage
business.
because they can.
That's
But
business.
that's what it is. It's like I understand in this country and now all over the world. Let me tell you, because I left Italy in 2001, right? But before that, it wasn't so greedy. It's like I left a country where I had a job that I had 30 days vacation and plus holiday paid. Plus you can stay home sick for 1 year and you still have a job and a paycheck. There was is like now in this country, I mean corporate, you just bend over and just take it. You know what I mean? It's like honestly, it's like it's too much. They're getting too much greedy.
Oh, they've always been like that here, though. That's just how it works on that side. But yeah, that would
I
be
just
cool
think
though. I
that,
wish I could like not work for a damn year. That'd be cool.
yeah, but
I go
watch
do other
this.
shit. I go
I
travel.
think AJ, because not everybody, not with everybody I have this conversation, but if it is a capitalistic society and if it is that we do have the power, is where to invest our money, right? Now they're to the point that you really have to go just to them. Moms and pop stores, they're becoming like a novelty, right? It's crazy. It's like almost like every time I have to go to this big store, the W, it pisses me off because it reminds me of all the stores that they closed since they open up. You know
Well,
what I
they
mean?
have to because mom and pop stores are expensive, and with the economy going the way that it is and everything getting more expensive, people aren't going to be able to afford mom and pop,
I
right? So,
know,
for
but it's eat it all.
yeah, but that's the thing that I'm saying. So if I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I need to buy, I don't know, say I need new shirts, right? When I can buy a pack of say 10 for $7 versus buying one for 17. I'm going to do what's going to be as cost effective for me. And the thing is that mom and pop shops, they can't cut their prices like that. And the reason why Walmart can afford it is because Walmart buys in bulk. Most people actually, believe it or not, don't even actually know how to shop at Walmart correctly. They actually end up throwing and spending way more money than they actually need to. But
Oh,
that's
there
a whole
is
other
a
conversation.
yeah, there is all kinds of customer, right? There are like the super um it's like they save a lot, the one they spend a lot. There is all kinds. It's like it's a free for all, even Walmart. You can get into
Well, it
trap.
depends on where you're going. It depends on what you're doing and where you're going. But yeah. Now, as far as like the reason why corporations are also able to get away with a lot of that stuff too, is because they have tax breaks and they lobby, right? So, for whatever reason in this country, we are so stupid to the point that we now allow politicians who were also in business, right? Well, what's the concept of business in America? Revenue, right? Why is the government constantly trying to create revenue? For what? Right? Because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, the roads are still shit, right? We practically have
Yeah.
to fight them to get basic fucking bare minimum needs while they sit there and they turn a buck and a profit. Because again, the people who are in politics right now are not actual humans. They don't care about other human beings. They care about money. But Americans are too stupid and they just keep voting them in. That is what we do. And that's the reason why you have this two-party system and dumbass people keep playing it like it's a fucking sport, not realizing they're in bed with each other. Now, granted, there are very few, but most part, that's really what it is.
I do edit a video that Jane Fonda, she's an
Hmm.
activist on It's a Lifetime, right? And I always liked her, she's my father age, my father passed, so it's like the point is this, she really put it together very well. And I do edit her, it's like it's to me it's like it comes the time where, it's like whoever's being greedy, whoever stole, whoever hurt, it's time to pay up the deuces. You know what I mean?
They're not
And
going to.
we're living in a world, to me, that lots of truth are coming up. So let's see what happens.
I'm about to call it, y'all.
Facts.
Tired.
Same hobo.
I don't want to get caught slipping.
Yes.
I've been doing what? That's because I'm gonna try to get up early and get on again. I'm trying to get up on 9. Get up
What
at
time you
9.
Are you doing
what
a
time you getting
TikTok
up tomorrow?
marathon?
Yeah, I told you I'm taking advantage of this whole weekend. I ain't gotta work till Wednesday. I'm about to be on this boy like a crazy.
That part.
Every
Oh,
chance I can
speaking
get.
of fucking which, hold up. I gotta air one thing. So for whatever
Okay.
reason at work, right? And I get why, because the company I work for is based out of California. They decided to rent an entire in and out truck to come to like the job today. Um, and I've had in and out in California, didn't understand the hype. Was like, AJ, we're gonna have an in and out truck. You gotta try it. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be fresh. That shit's still not that great. So I don't understand why that shit's as expensive for what the fuck it is, and it ain't even that fucking great.
Mhm.
So if somebody from California explain to me what the hell is so great about fucking in and out, because that shit, like, what the fuck? That was, I mean, granted it was free, so like, but the point, what's the point?
My boy Ed is popped in right at the end, boy.
What is In and Out, by the way?
Whoa.
It's a burger
What we
joint.
talking about? It's Friday.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a not so great
Well,
overhyped
thank you
burger.
so much. This was so fun, really. Kept me
Mm.
entertained and it's beautiful. So have a good one. Till
Oh yeah,
next.
most definitely, man.
Have a good night. But yeah, In and Out is like Hobo was saying, it's a very overrated burger joint. What a burger is way better, but way better. I'm just gonna say. But I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna let you go.
All
I
right,
just want to say
man.
that. Good night.
For sure. Right. All right, y'all. BVO, you came in right when I shutting down, man. I might actually pop in this other live. What am- I see my TT Kanai got on, so I'm about to probably hop over there and see what she talking about before I go to bed. But all right, y'all, man. I'm out. Oh,